Can you confirm with News Nation that you're running for president?
Boy, that would be a nice confirmation, wouldn't it? There'd be a lot of people that would be very upset about that. But I think you're going to be very happy. I think people are going to be very happy at what I do. I was going to do something last night, actually, that would have made the place really happy. And so we're doing it a few days later. And I think people are going to be very happy, very impressed.
To your predecessor, who is about to launch another campaign. So how do you reassure them, if that is the reason for their questioning, that the former president will not return, or that his political movement, which is still very strong, will not once again take power in the United States?
Well, we just have to demonstrate that he will not take power.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
There's breaking news out of Palm Beach, Florida. Former President Trump says his Mar-a-Lago home there is being raided by the FBI.
For the first time ever, a former president of the United States has been indicted.
Former President Donald Trump indicted for a second time.
A federal grand jury indicted former President Donald Trump. It marks the third time the former president has been indicted.
Breaking news on former President Trump. He's been indicted for the fourth time in 5 months.
Breaking news, this is an image that will be in the history books. This is the mugshot of the 45th President of the United States.
The optics of this is working to his advantage. Look.
Breaking news from Colorado, where the state Supreme Court has just disqualified former President Donald Trump.
Donald Trump found guilty on all 34 felony counts.
The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Take a look at what happened.
The next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
I proudly accept your nomination for president of the United States.
Let Trumpomania run wild, brother!
So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation.
She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
Investigation underway after the second assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump.
As I was saying,
as you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm dark MAGA.
Get in there.
Let's go! I want to be a whale psychiatrist.
I'm going for a job right now at McDonald's. I really wanted to do this all my life.
I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
Here are our first projections. There, NBC News projects that Donald Trump has won the presidential election in Kentucky, Indiana. In West Virginia, Donald Trump is the winner. Florida, Tennessee, Missouri, Alabama, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Arkansas, Texas, North Dakota, South Dakota. NBC News also projects a winner in the Wyoming presidential race, Mississippi, Louisiana, Ohio, Kansas, Utah, Montana, Iowa, the state of Nebraska in the presidential contest, Idaho. The first swing state is North Carolina, going to Donald Trump. Donald Trump has prevailed in the presidential race in Georgia. Pennsylvania. NBC now projects he is the winner of Michigan and its 15 electoral votes.
Donald Trump is the winner in Alaska, picking up 3 more electoral votes.
Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin. He is the winner of this race and will return to the White House as this country's 47th president.
Hey, look what happened. Is this crazy?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage of the 199, and I am happy to see all of you here. The calm before the storm. We are almost here to Inauguration Day, and so much is happening right now that it's hard to keep up with everything that we are seeing. I mean, right now, there's news breaking as we speak. As I started to hit live, we had news breaking right here. Let me go ahead and show you. Right here. Federal court rules DACA is illegal on the eve of Trump administration. What? Are you kidding me? Like, holy crap. This is insane. So I am mega hyped for all of this. Mega hyped. So let's see. Yes, this just happened. This just happened. I mean, dude, everything is going crazy right now. All right. So yeah, this is insane. So I have like, I can't, you guys, DACA is basically if you were born into this country, but you weren't legal, but you somehow get citizenship. Let me look it up, the exact meaning. This is a huge win for the Trump administration. Look at the exact meaning for it right here. So, so right here, So yes, it is the relief that protects illegal immigrants who came to the United States when they were children from deportation. Yes, so essentially what I said. So again, they are clearing the way for President Trump right now. They're clearing the way right now. And here we go. Hang on. Mike Pence is going to Trump's inauguration. That's breaking right now. Mike Pence is going to be at Trump's inauguration. What? Right here. Mike Pence is going to be at the inauguration. Holy fuck. Bro, what is happening right now? Okay, we have more news. Again, I want to say hello to all of you. I know I've been sick. I know I've been missing in action. I know there's just a lot going on. Nelly reportedly is going to be performing at Trump's inauguration ball. Nelly is performing. What? What is happening right now? And apparently Snoop Dogg is going to perform as well. Apparently Snoop Dogg's going to be there performing. What? Snoop Dogg? Are you kidding me? We've got a lot of moving parts right now. You've got TikTok making the announcement, confirming that they will shut down in the United States on January 19th, Sunday, unless the Biden administration intervenes. So anyway, let's get to it. Hi, everyone. We're going to get to all of this news. Good to see all of you. Yes, I have been sick as hell. I think I'm finally over it. I decided to definitely rest and not do daily today. I wasn't on FNT. I wanted to be on FNT because we were talking about Trump saving Hollywood, but I had to be rested up because I knew this weekend and going into Monday, I'm anticipating all day streams on Sunday and Monday. I mean, we're going to be live at probably from 10 a.m. Monday to 10 p.m. Monday. It's probably going to be a 12-hour stream. It's going to be an all-day stream on Monday for sure, and it might be an all-day stream on Sunday as well. And then maybe even we're probably going to be streaming tomorrow, so all hands will be on deck. It's going to be a glorious, glorious weekend leading to the inauguration of President Trump. Now, I'm sure a lot of you heard earlier that President Trump has decided to do the inauguration indoors. They're saying it's because of weather. I personally don't believe that. I personally think that it is to do with safety, and I am 100% okay with that. As a matter of fact, Glenn Beck had a video earlier. Let's listen to what Glenn Beck has to say, because I agree with what Glenn Beck is saying right here.
Honestly, I think this is why they're moving the inauguration and all of the people that were going to Washington to stand out in the cold to witness it inside. One, they're moving all of the dignitaries inside the Capitol, where it will be a private event, and then the one of the stadiums there inside, they're moving all of the people and asking people, don't show up at the Capitol, show up in this arena. I think it's because these guys are under such threat because this is Jason Bourne stuff. Look at, they're changing the power structure in everything. Do you know how much money is going to be lost because of Donald Trump?
Yes.
Do you know how much power is going to be lost because of Donald Trump and all of his surrogates? I will tell you, it could be because it's cold. It's going to be 25 degrees in Washington, D.C. on Monday. Doesn't everybody know that? I mean,
I do not think it's because of cold weather. I absolutely don't. I think that's a nice excuse. I think this is for Trump's safety. They just don't want to publicly say that, which is a smart move. It's 100% a smart move to say that this is not because of security concerns.
I've seen inaugural addresses out in the cold, you know, with people bundled up. I mean, they don't cancel the Macy's Day Parade. Everybody knows it's going to be cold. And if it's too cold for you, you don't go. It could be just because Donald Trump knows what the media would do if somebody had frostbite. But does that make sense to you that they're moving it because of the cold? Donald Trump, and I'm going to cover this on Monday as we at Blaze TV have our complete inaugural coverage beginning at 11 a.m. on Blaze TV on Monday. I will tell you, he's hired his own private security company.
Hear that? Hear that?
And he's not leaving it to the Secret Service. Is it?
He's hired his own security and he's not leaving it to the Secret Service. I'm telling you right now, I am happy that they've made this decision. I'm happy. And I definitely want to see them do this to keep Trump as safe as humanly possible. That's the best move right there. Optics and photo ops and iconic shots. I get it. I was looking forward to seeing that iconic shot of him out there with tens of thousands of people to celebrate the inauguration of the greatest president of my lifetime. It's the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America. It would have been great, but it's more important to keep him safe. And so I'm very much in favor of this move. Let's see how everybody's doing. Indy Ice is not late, but still gay and dead. Lord Botha says, looks like Corinne Bush is out at BioWare as her boner in a dress. Oracle of Doom says, hail Cobra Commander, winter storm is here, but no fear. I'm cozy and warm in my fuzzy forest Crocs. Hail the 199. Hail MAGA. Coop says, happy MAGA weekend. Dave Chandler says, suffered a fractural, femur this week. Pretty serious. Might be off the grid for a while. Just asking. The snake pit in the 199 for prayers. MAGA. Well, I hope you're okay, man. Dave Chandler, take it easy, brother. We're here. It's all you got to worry about. Just chill out, relax, and Trump will be inaugurated, and all is going to be, Trump's going to be inaugurated, and America's going to be made great again. Max says, adios. Paul Stella says, I will be missing the Sunday stream. My Ravens have a big game. Hey, I hear you, man. I hear you. Papa Z says, get well, Jeremy. I think I'm there, but again, I thought that I was there Thursday. And so I ended up doing 3 streams on Thursday, and because I thought I was feeling better. And man, or was it Wednesday? Was it Wednesday? I can't remember. A few days ago, I did 3 streams in a day. It was Wednesday. Wednesday, I did 3 streams. I did 2 CobraCast. I did the gaming stream. And I was like, yeah, I don't feel good. I feel pretty bad. And I was like, I guess I rushed it. But it was the flu. Apparently a lot of people have the flu right now. And the memes that you guys have been making have been pretty great. This one right here, just before I went live, right here, God, right here.
Super chats. What about the chupa chats? Super chats. What about the chupa chats? Super chats. What about the chupa chats?
Oh man.
What about
that is from D-Day McLean. There was also this one right here that I thought was really good. guest on Daily today. So everybody knows about the Brad Pitt story. So they decided to Photoshop me on the Photoshopped Brad Pitt pictures. And so we have these right here. And look at there. Whoa. 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 Okay, let's go. All right. I didn't see that one. I'm okay with that one. But yeah, so we got all of these. Yeah, man, the memes have been glorious, but I think I'm good. I think I'm good. We're going to find out. We'll find out if I'm good to go. We'll find out. But it's good to be back. I hate not being able to talk to everybody and catch up with everybody. But let's see. Devin Soria says, Nelly going to be stomping in the Air Force Ones. I like some of Nelly's stuff back in the day. AOE2 Freak says, hail Jeremy in chat. You better be healthy for 120. I have off work and I'll be watching all day. Even if I'm dead, I'm streaming on the 20th. Even if I'm dead. Noble Spitfire 450. I will be a bit busy until I smell the gay in the air. And lo and behold, Jeremy is streaming. Really hopeful for next week. I'm not even nervous at this point now that they've moved things indoors. I'm actually just really excited. I'm no longer, thank you, Noble Spitfire. I'm not nervous. I was nervous because of the outdoor stuff, but I'm not now. I am excited. I'm very, very excited. Jeremy the Cyborg says, hail to 199. I did get the vest, Jeremy the Cyborg. It is in my house. I'm not in my house at the moment. So hopefully tomorrow we can show that off. Holy crap. Super badass, by the way. Thank you, Jeremy the Cyborg. Pippi says, had tickets to the inauguration, but decided to cancel the trip. I want to watch from TV from the warmth of Florida instead of the TV freezing in DC. I totally understand that. That's why I didn't want to go, man. I was like, let me just cover it here, you know? Chad Layton says, I took 5 days off of work to watch the lead up and the inauguration Thursday through Monday. The leftist meltdowns are worth the vacation time. What's up, Chad Layton in the house? Shadow Sand says, Jeremy, how many super chats did you make while sick? None. None. It's trust me. There is no, I did not want to take time off. I did not want to miss. We are significantly behind this month because of me not streaming. I've got to like stream like 3 times as much to close this month out to catch up. I am so far behind, but that's the price you pay for being sick. So it is what it is. Okay. So there's a couple things I want to show you guys real quick. I will get to the rest of those. Thank you guys. Right here. Where's my bookmarks at? Bookmark. Here we go. So we've got a lot going on, actually. So CNN is in trouble, okay? Right here. CNN found liable for $5 million in defamation trial against United States Navy veteran. Here we go. Everything is collapsing. All of the TDS is collapsing. All of the anti-Trump rhetoric is collapsing. Joe Biden has lost his mind. The Democrats are in complete chaos mode. CNN is losing, defamation lawsuits. Here we go.
I understand that the jury's reached a verdict. Is that correct?
Pardon me?
I said, I understand y'all have reached a verdict.
We have.
All right. You have the verdict form with you?
I do.
Can you hand that to the bailiff, please?
I will.
Look at old Tapper. Look at old Jake Tapper.
Ask the clerk to publish a verdict.
In the Circuit Court of the 14th Judicial Circuit in Fort Bay County, Florida, case number 22-608CA, Zachary Young, plaintiff versus Cable News Network, Inc., defendant. Verdict form number 1. Do you find by the greater weight of the evidence that defendant CNN committed defamation per se against plaintiff Zachary Young? Yes. Number 2, do you find by the greater weight of the evidence that defendant CNN committed defamation by implication against plaintiff Zachary Young? Yes. Number 3, what is the total amount of plaintiff Zachary Young's damages for both lost earnings in the past and for the loss of his earning capacity in the future, reduced by the amount that plaintiff could have earned from comparable employment? $4 million.
And I know a few people is like, well, $5 million is not a lot of money. This sets a precedent, okay? Forget the money. It's setting a precedent that they can't keep doing this. This is about the precedent that's being set. So look beyond, oh, well, it's not $100 million. The money's irrelevant. The fact that he won sets a good precedent.
Number 4, what is the total amount of plaintiff Zachary Young's damage?
No. I'm not saying you got, I'm talking about people were saying like, oh, that's nothing to CNN to pay $5 million. It actually is at this point in time because CNN isn't doing great.
Just for pain and suffering, mental anguish, inconvenience, injury to reputation, and loss of capacity for the enjoyment of life that he sustained in the past and that he has sustained for the future. $1 million. Number 5, do you find by clear and convincing evidence that punitive damages...
So I'll just, I don't know if you guys can hear everything, but yeah, essentially the jury ruled that Young is owed $4 million in financial damages and $1 million in emotional damages. He is also owed punitive damages. So CNN getting wrecked. Everything is happening right now. Everything is lining up in favor of President Trump. Everything. And it's glorious to witness. We also just got this report right here. Breaking. The incoming Trump administration is set to launch a large-scale immigration raid in Chicago on Tuesday morning, deploying up to 200 officers for the operation. Right in there, get in there in Chicago and start cleaning that shit up. Tuesday morning, not wasting any fucking time. Dude, this is great. Trump is hitting the ground running. He is not backing down at all. He's not slowing down at all. And it is something else to watch this all play out, man. So, let's see here. Right here, got more breaking news. President Trump's first trip as 47th president will be to the devastated areas of Los Angeles next week, per News Nation. Trump must make very clear Newsom's woke policies will not remain, and if necessary, the Trump administration will intervene. He's going to make his first official trip to go in there and I got chills right now. He's just going to go in there and embarrass Gavin Newsom as his first official trip. That is going to be must-see TV right there. That's going to be must-see TV. I love it. You're seeing DI collapsing across the board. You're seeing woke policies collapsing across the board. You're seeing this everywhere right now. Holy crap. Sam Uri says, fuck 25 degrees. I'm going to be there in D.C. Wish me luck. Good luck, brother. Keep us posted, man. Anima Chain says, William Henry Harrison caught a cold at his inauguration and died a month later, so I'm surprised it was not indoors since then, 1841. Damn. Shadow Sand says, if I fund Sweeney's recovery, she said I can motorboat them. Hey, listen, Sydney Sweeney said send super chats, okay? So there you go. Thank you. Mar Millen says, Biden is burning the house down as he leaves. You see his 330 million acres of land he's claiming as preservations to stop oil drilling. Shit is wild. Biden is just completely lost it right now. And the things that he's saying and the things that he's doing, it's really bad. I'm loving that they're just melting down. And Biden is just burning everything down and taking it with him right now. Let me see. Okay, we got that. Okay, yeah. So everybody's talking about Trump's first trip is going to be to LA. That's going to be crazy, dude. That's going to be must-see TV. I'm sure Right Side Broadcasting will be covering it. And then, we're obviously going to be covering it here. I'm looking forward to it, man. I listen, I know that I know by talking about this with my audience, I know you guys are going to be very respectful. Okay. I know you guys are going to be very respectful. Okay. But I just wanted to show you guys, a picture of, former first dude, Big Mike Obama. Big Mike Obama made an appearance, and the internet's talking about it. And I know that my audience here, very respectful audience, is just going to give a lot of positive feedback. So what do you think about this, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think about this picture with Big Mike? Big Mike and Barry were celebrating. It has been reported that Big Mike will not be at the inauguration. There's been a lot of speculation that Big Mike and Barry could be getting a divorce. I'm just telling you what's out there, okay? There's rumors that the Obamas could be in trouble because if you remember, Big Mike did not show up to Jimmy Carter's funeral. And Big Mike is not showing up to the inauguration. So what do you guys think? Let me see. So right here, rumor has it that Michelle Obama and Barack Obama are talking divorce. It's out there. Now, my question would be is Barry's definitely in love, okay? Barry is definitely in love, okay? So I don't know. I mean, if anybody, because Big Mike wears the pants in the family. I think we've all established that. Big Mike is in charge, okay? Now, one thing that, people often say, like, opposites attract. Sometimes people that have so much in common, that they clash. So which is it? Do opposites attract, or is it having too much in common? I think that the Obamas have a little too much in common. Okay? These are the things that keep them up at night, okay? They're both sitting around going, he's probably thinking about Diddy. Oh, well, he's probably thinking about Diddy. So I don't know. But I really hope everything works out. I really do. I hope everything works out for the amazing couple, the Obamas. Dude, I want you to think about Donald Trump has ruined Obama's legacy single-handedly. Obama had everything going for him. He had the media covering up for him. Hollywood worshiped him. Everybody was covering for Obama. And if it wasn't for Trump, if it wasn't for Donald Trump, they would still be saying the same things about Obama. But Donald Trump has walked in there and absolutely destroyed this entire Obama legacy. Single-handedly. And I, for one, am pretty damn happy about that. If you, let me see if I can find this. If you have, what is this? Trump just tweeted this out. My new official meme is here. It's time to celebrate everything we stand for, winning. Trump just tweeted this out. Let's go. Oh, man. Trump's like, my new meme is here. What has he been tweeting lately? Is that the last? Oh, yeah. So Trump tweeted this out a few days ago. I'm sure you guys have seen this, but it's just too damn funny. We're going to watch it.
Well, Mr. President.
For a second time. Barack, very nice to see you.
Congratulations. So how you doing?
A lot better, Dad.
Yeah, I bet. Knew you'd win.
Oh, really? Well, come on. Anyone could beat her.
She's just... I was just as appalled. You know what happened? You just didn't want to leave.
I know.
It's what happened. I did what I could to help her. She was horrendous.
I know. You know what I realized? Hillary still hates me. So much. I know. She'll never forget me. We should meet to discuss
I think so, too. We can definitely set something up. Let me know whatever
Oh, we
works
got-
best for you.
I was going to fly back to Florida tomorrow for the golf.
Okay.
The fact that Trump tweeted this shit out, it's so much better.
Did you see that? She won't even look at me.
Really? I was told some of her people. Apparently, they said she fell off the wagon.
I think she actually may have. Sure. And also, she's not really built for this. That amount of pressure, if you're not built for it, will do it.
Oh, Trump, the meme king himself. And man, he's going to hit the ground running in a few days. So we shall see. What is this? Twitter did it again. That thing where you see something on your timeline, you're like, oh, this looks interesting. And then it refreshes and completely disappears. That just happened to me right now. So annoying what that happens. Figure they were going to get that fixed, but maybe they're not ever going to get that fixed. Let's see where we're at. Celebrity Jeremy for 20 says, check out the video of Tom Homan in Chicago telling the local residents about January 22nd ICE raids. Good stuff. Also, I'm happy we live in a time that we can have D-Day Cobra live stream in Trump's triumphant return. Oh, it's going to be glorious, isn't it? Yeah, I am happy to be back. I'm happy to be back with all of you. And it's going to be, like I said, I'm going to be live all day Sunday and 100% all day Monday. Probably going to start at 10 a.m. on Monday morning. I think the inauguration is at 11, but then there's all type of stuff happening all day long. I'm going to have a bunch of guests on here. So it's going to be essentially, it's going to be like the election stream this Monday. We're going to redo that whole thing. I'm going to have a ton of people here. We're going to hang out. It's going to be awesome. And we'll see. We'll see how much fun you guys have. It's at noon Eastern though, right? Noon Eastern. Yes. So 11 for me. I'm in Central Time. So it's at noon Eastern, 11 Central. So let's see where we're at. There was another one I wanted to tell you guys about really quickly if I could find it. Okay, so this one happened, which I just hope that Trump sees through this, because Bill Gates had an interview and he talked about a 3-hour dinner that he had with President Trump. Do not trust this man.
Have you met with Donald Trump since the election?
Yeah, I had a chance to go have a long and actually quite intriguing dinner with him.
What did you discuss? What was intriguing?
Well, we touched on a lot of things. It was over 3 hours. To my surprise, it was, just he and I, his chief of staff, Susie Wiles, and the person who helps manage things for me, Larry Cohen. So the four of us sat there, and it was quite wide-ranging. Global health's the area that I work in, and such amazing things have happened and can happen there. I spoke a lot about HIV and that the foundation's literally working on a cure for that. We're at an early stage. And so, he, in the COVID days, accelerated the vaccine innovation. So I, was asking him if maybe the same kind of thing could be done here. And we both got, I think, pretty excited about that. We talked about polio, where, we're very close to getting that done. But
I don't trust anything this man says. Not one single thing that comes out of his mouth, I trust. I do. I don't doubt that Trump had dinner with him. I mean, of course, Trump's going to talk to anybody, but that doesn't mean that he should trust him.
If you stop, it'll spread back. And so I explained why it's been tough in Pakistan, Afghanistan. We've had cases show up in Gaza. We have cases in Africa. And he was fascinated to hear what he could do to maximize the chance that during the next 4 years, that incredible milestone will be achieved. I felt like he was, energized and looking forward to helping to drive innovation. I was frankly impressed with how well he showed a lot of interest in the issues I brought up.
All these pieces of shit are bending the knee. All of these pieces of shit were throwing Trump under the bus. All of these pieces of shit were working against him, actively working against him. And now suddenly they're trying to play nice. And to his credit, Trump is going to talk. He's going to sit down. He's going to have a conversation. And I get that. I get that 100%. But I hope that he realizes that these people are absolutely horrible people and can't be trusted. Now, there's a lot more going on. All right, we have this right here. CNN is considering settling the $10 billion lawsuit by President Trump for election interference. If you remember this, so CBS, did I say CNN? I might have said CNN. CBS is considering settling the $10 billion lawsuit with President Trump over election interference.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
Just trying to make her sound smarter. The media is the enemy of the people. I've been saying this, just like many others have been saying this over and over again. Like just today, and this kind of bleeds into my Geeks and Gamers world a little bit. But, you had you got this horrible person named Jeff Grubb who literally stole a scoop from Smash JT and Grums. So Jeff Grubb, who's an Access Media journalist, has decided it was his best interest to steal and credit the information and be credited for the information regarding a recent departure of Dragon Age, the Veilguard's director. He stole the information from both Grums and Smash JT hours after they posted it on their respective social media pages on Smash JT's website. Okay. Other mainstream journalists are now quote tweeting and copy and pasting articles to get their clicks, all citing Jeff Grubb to be the source of the find. This is factually untrue and shows the depths the Access Media will go to try to stay relevant. And I did what I always do. Did a screenshot, or I did a search of Jeff Grubb, and I found this tweet from him back in 2020. And this is all you need to know about Jeff Grubb. And he says this right here. And I'm not even going to repeat it because it's, YouTube will probably hit me for saying. So you see the tweet right there and what he says, okay? Because of course that's what he does. Because all these leftists are the same, okay? So then he comments somewhere down in here. I don't know if I could find it right now. He did comment somewhere. Don't know if I can find it. But yeah, he did comment. Let me see. I think I quote tweeted him where he commented. Right here. Yeah. So he basically says, I want to fly the flag at 1.5 mast when Trump, what's because dude is a joke. Because he responded to it right here saying how good of a tweet it was. So just an absolutely horrible person. And we got to get rid of all these people in all aspects of media, all of them. And listen, this is what we've been dealing with for years and years and years. And it's going to take time. But the fact that they are getting stomped out right now by so many people is a glorious, glorious thing. So anyway, that's the latest on that one. But yeah, it did bleed into that because you're showing how the mainstream media acts, and you've got the games journalists and all of that. They all run together. They all run in the same club, and they are all melting down right before our very eyes. Let's see here. We've got Pirate of Las Vegas says President Trump needs to be in a Pope bubble. I agree. Foosball fan says MLK Day and Donald Trump Day for the win. Jim P says, I'm glad he is inside. Are you ready for your snow job this weekend? It's supposed to be pretty cold in Florida by Florida standards for the next week too. So Royal Raptor says, all right, you got me. Thank you for the 2. Dustin the Grim says over under the DS goes for impeachment on 121. I don't think they don't have it. They can't. Let me see. Jeremy, you might have already answered this, but are you going to the Trump's inauguration in DC? No, I'm covering it here. I'll be live all day long covering it here. Fennel Floyd says reports that ICE raids are starting Monday. Let's go. Jim P says grateful Cobra Commander is back to usher in MAGA Monday. That's right, baby. Warbreer says Chaircast greater than CobraCast. Or is it Kate Cast? He maybe said CobraCast. Twinkle Yinkle Doodle all day says, what's up, bro? Why you fronting? Lucifer says, seen the Trump versus Bain inauguration speech in 2016. I feel like I saw that a while back, but I can't remember. I feel like I did, though. Magnum Norris says Trump should make Gavin beg for federal funds on his knees, kiss the ring. Yeah, so if you missed this earlier, Trump's first act as president number 47 he's going to Southern California to assess the wildfire situation there in person with Gavin Newsom. And I predict that he is going to go over there and embarrass Gavin Newsom. So that just broke. Just a few minutes ago that Trump's first trip as 47 will be going to Southern California. Let's see. No way. So this is really happening? Snoop Dogg is actually going to perform at the inauguration? What? Snoop Dogg called for the death of Trump like 4 years ago. What? Hang in with the legendary Snoop Dogg, who is set to perform at President Trump's inauguration. President Trump is unifying the country and will bring us into the golden age. I will say, from Trump's perspective, this is what he needs to do. From my perspective, unless you apologize with some substance, you're not off the hook for what you said. You just aren't. Because the reality of it is I couldn't say what Snoop Dogg said about Obama or Biden. You couldn't say what Snoop Dogg said about Trump. You couldn't say that about Obama or Biden. And that's the fact of the matter right there. So I will just still say fuck Snoop Dogg. I mean, you're there because you don't stand for anything, and that's fine. Trump should accept everybody because he is the president for everyone, and this is what he should do because that's his job. That doesn't mean I have to. Doesn't mean I have to at all. So Calvin Brodus, yes, that is Snoop's real name because I used to listen to Snoop back in the day, man. I used to listen to, for one of the first albums I ever purchased was The Chronic, Dr. Dre, and Doggy Style with Snoop Dogg. Gin and Juice was such a great song. Dude, I remember when I bought the tape, the Snoop Dogg's tape, back in the day, and there's only going to be a few people that will appreciate this, okay? There's only a few people that will appreciate it. Back in the day, when it was tapes, okay, when it was a cassette tape, you could take little pieces of paper, all right, roll them up and put them in the tops of the cassette tape. And then you could put the cassette tape in the tape player, hit play and record, and you could dub out stuff. So my genius idea was I knew my parents would take these cassette tapes away from me if they ever heard the cuss words. So I essentially tried to dub out all the cuss words in Gin and Juice, and I completely fucked it all up. The dub, it was knocking out like 10 seconds. It was knocking out whole verses, and I'm like, I ruined it. Because I was like, I got to fix this because my parents hear these words. They will take this away from me. Yeah, didn't work out too good, but yeah, I did listen to Snoop and Dre back in the day for sure. Sorry, I'm still going to cough a little bit. I'm still getting over the sickness. But Magnum Norris says the media is completely and utterly owned by the Communist Democratic Party. This is state-run media now. Welcome to communism in the USA. They're all dying, though. They're all dying. But they're all dying off. The mainstream media is garbage. They will continue to be garbage. That is wild, though, that Snoop's actually going to perform. I can't say respect to Snoop for that, though. I just can't, man. I can't do it. Let me see. I got that one. There's so much news right now that I can't keep up with it. All right. So is this the video? Let's see. What is this?
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
Oh, this is a little old. This is old.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is.
This is it.
Families can be deported together.
Yes. That is just good enough to listen to one more time. That's good enough to listen to one more time.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
Do you know how much that makes them mad? Because it's just common sense, but they don't want to hear it because they're going to whine and cry, you know? Let's see. Oh, no. What is this? What? Is this what you guys were saying? I'm just seeing this for the first time. I know nothing about what I'm about to watch outside of I've heard a few people mention this. Brandon Biggs, who famously predicted the first assassination attempt on Trump, is now claiming to have visions of a massive bomb attack during Trump's inauguration. He foresees large trucks carrying 50-gallon drums and a dump truck packed with fertilizer, strategically hidden in underground garages and ready to detonate. His visions also depict coordinated strikes targeting Trump Tower, golf courses, and other direct attempts on Trump's life. Here we go.
And I saw farming equipment, and there were silos. All of a sudden, it was like everything was coming at me very fast, and I could see these men buying lots of fertilizer through different places so that they would not be detected. They were storing it. And I saw massive dump trucks. In the back of these dump trucks, 50-gallon drums. And I saw fertilizer in a big dump truck. They made the front of it bulletproof. So like very, very strong armor was on the front of this truck. I saw these men with these vests on in the front cab of the truck. And there was 2 men in the truck. And they used it to go through police barricade and military barricades in Washington, D.C. And they ignited their vest and they took out everybody. I saw them trying to get as close as they could to the Capitol. The Lord showed me vans, cargo vans, with those same kind of barrels in the back of these vans. I saw vans with the barrels full of fertilizer inside of there, and they were parking them in New York City in like parking garages and close to buildings, trying to get as close as they could to Trump Towers. The Lord spoke to me, and he said to me, this is bigger than terrorists.
Well, I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that. I do remember that this guy did say something in line with Trump's first assassination attempt, but I'm going to be honest. There's really only like one thing that I'm thinking. I don't think the guy's lying. Okay? I don't think he's lying. I think he's mistaken. And I understand. I get it. I think that he saw a movie called The Dark Knight Rises.
What does that mean?
Rise.
When Gotham is ashes, you have my permission to die.
All right, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but all I know is I want President Trump to be safe. So I'm not going to try. I don't mean to dismiss the guy's claims, because ultimately the bottom line is I want Trump to be safe. I do think that there are legitimate threats against his life going on right now. I 100% do. Like, if they're that sophisticated with what that guy was just claiming, listen, if we're going to use common sense, then we need to use common sense, okay? What he just basically predicted is a next level sophisticated Hollywood action movie. Do we remember the last time they tried to assassinate Trump? What happened? They had some retarded kid who couldn't shoot straight. Okay? So let's just... Doesn't mean Trump's not in danger, because he is. But that, I think that's a little far-fetched for me. A little too far-fetched for me. So I just saw that on my timeline. I heard people talking about it. But either way, let's just hope it's not true. Let's just hope it's not true. Let's see here. Stephen Colbert says, "You may not see me ever again, as Donald Trump will be the president the next..." Really? Hang on. I haven't seen this.
It's the end of an era, because this is our last show of the Biden administration. Yeah, it's been a good run. Yeah. It's been a good run, Joe. Thank you. Thank you for all your efforts. The next time you all see me, Donald Trump will be president, and you may not see me. Next 4 years, we're taking this one day at a time.
I mean, don't tease us with a good time, Stephen Colbert. We all know Colbert is going to make more money in the next 4 years than he did in the Biden run, because he's going to cry and whine, and he's going to play the victim. We all know that. And that's what he does. He's a piece of shit. So it's not surprising at all. We can't stop winning. The winning is everywhere right now. It's all over the place. I mean, I'm going to follow this account. I don't know who this account is, but this is a good account. I mean, I just keep seeing video clips on this account that had that, the guy with the visions. So we shall see. Okay. Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff calls Kash Patel a leading conspiracy theorist.
But nevertheless, I think the discredit that has been brought on the Justice Department has been the product of a multi-year campaign to discredit the department as some kind of warfare, lawfare vehicle, as some kind of deep state, which is deeply damaging nonsense. So I think that's what's really discredited the hardworking people in the Justice Department. Now they're going to have one of the leading conspiracy theorists of the deep state, Kash Patel, potentially running the FBI, if he's confirmed. And all I could say is God help us if that's the case.
I mean, if you're trying to make us not like him, that's not the way to do it. It's the exact opposite. You're making us like him even more. So right here, as I said earlier, President Donald Trump's first planned trip as president will be to tour the Los Angeles fire damage. This will be must-see TV. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait. Let's see here. There. Oh my gosh. Gavin Newsom is going to be so pathetic. He's going to be trying his best to basically, he's going to try to upstage Trump, and it will not work. It will not work at all. I wish I could find that video of Trump describing Adam Schiff. It's so funny. Is this it? Yeah. Here's one. Well, here's one of them right here. Here's one of them right here.
These are not stupid people. I call him Watermelon Head. He's got the thinnest neck I've ever seen. How it holds up that head. He's got a neck that's about a size 6. Very unattractive guy, both inside and outside. And people say, "Oh, that's such a terrible thing to say." That's okay. Very unattractive guy. Here's the thing. These are bad people, and
it's so perfect.
These are not stupid people. I call him Watermelon Head. He's got the thinnest neck I've ever seen. How it holds up that head. He's got a neck that's about a size 6. Very unattractive guy, both inside and outside. And people say, "Oh, that's such a terrible thing to say." That's okay. Very unattractive guy. Here's the thing. These are bad people.
Trump is the best, dude. Oh man, this dude is next level. I gotta, where did it go? I've got to save that one for future stuff. That's just good stuff. Very unattractive guy. Okay. Did he get, let's see here. No. All right. Okay. Let's see how everybody's doing in the chat. Magna North says Trump should make, I got that one. Primark Vulcan says there's going to be a separate hearing for the punitive damages in the CNN case, so the dude could get a lot more. Let's hope he does. Solar Felix says those drug treatments are doing a number on MOHAP. MOHAP. What does that stand for? MOHAP. Michelle Obama has a guess we'll just leave it there. I know what it stands for. Samurai says Barry found himself a nice YouTube girl and left meltdown. Pirate of Las Vegas says troons are only passable when they are young. Once they get old, the man shows back up. Geek 85 says Trump is the funniest president so far. 100%. It's not even close. Grotto Rabbit says for Sydney Sweeney, not the AIDS tainted fig. Look at that. You see how I get treated around here? See how I get treated? I get memed. I get roasted. This is what you guys think of me right here. I was sick for about a week, and this is all you think of me.
Super chats. What about the chupa chats? Super chats. What about the chupa chats?
Oh, God, I love this audience. Doghouse Riley says, Ryan is still claiming you are no longer among the living. Are you Jeremy Prime, Jeremy 2.0, or fake Jeremy? A grift for a grift. I mean, hey, what you see is what you get. I'm still retarded, so there you go. Let's see. Dolified, is that how you say that? Says, should have been Lazo Alexander performing Let's Go Brandon. That's right. Shadow Sand says, Jeremy, I'm having a vision that Beardo reads correctly. My visions. Well, those are incorrect visions. I think we all know that. Norm Al Man for 10 says, and I saw Trump flying some sort of X-Wing, and he shot 2 pink things into a small exhaust port on a giant moose-sized space station. And wait a minute, exactly. Chef Nick Nero says Jeremy is love. I think you mean Jeremy love ya, bro. But some fat dude in a pink shirt ain't predicting the future. They don't want mass crowds at the inauguration because it'll show plebs the truth about his popularity. That's a good point, actually, because they don't want people to see that. I do like that idea as well. Chester Wolf, the Griffin says, keep in mind there are still 100+ tones of pneumonia nitrate that are missing, and a Chinese drone company has disabled safety parameters and boundary lines on their drones. Yeah, what happened to those drones, by the way? Remember how that drone story just disappeared completely? Just went away. You know? It just went away. No more drone story. It's all gone. Big Time says, taking Monday off to join the celebration of Trump's victory over the relentless attacks by the elites. Future looks bright and hope Canada can either follow suit or join our southern borders one day. Hell yeah. I mean, ultimately, I think something's going to happen with Canada. I think a territory is the most realistic scenario for Canada. It really just comes down to this Pierre Poilievre or whatever his name is. Once he gets in the position of prime minister and how he handles conversations with Trump, it sounds like that guy has at least a much better head on his shoulders than. But it's not a compliment because Trudeau is literally a woman. So, Jared Armstrong says, "No one cares about Central Time, Jeremy." That's mean. Eric K says, keep the criminal gates away from Trump. Big Iron says, Jeremy is gay, but jokes aside, want to say thanks for keeping up my morale with all the stuff going on with Trump during the election. Thanks again, Big. Hey, thank you, man. It's been a wild run, man. It's been a wild run. Geek85 says, I am looking forward to the next 4 years. MAGA 2025, baby. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Chris for 10 says, my son says he's scared for Trump's life in regard to the prediction. He asked me to send this. God bless, feel better. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm feeling pretty good. I think, again, you go back to Wednesday. I said I was 90% that day. And then it clearly I wasn't. And but I think I'm over it now, I think. Cole Summers for 20 says, I love that our most racist president ever is going to be inaugurated on MLK Day. Woohoo! Let's go. Thank you for the 20. I appreciate it. Where are we at? Ministry of Wrong Think says plagiarism is a cardinal sin in the writing profession. Professors with tenure have lost their job over it. Dude should be mocked out of the industry. Oh, he'd just be celebrated though, man. It's a lefty industry. Let's see. Star Wars and Stripes says was also another prophet that said Trump would serve 2 terms. Trump 47. I'm hoping for 5 terms. I'm hoping for 5. Jim P says fake. Claims of prophecy. He got tons of other unfulfilled claims of other claims of prophecy. Oh, really? So he's probably, is he one of these guys just throws so much against the wall and one thing finally stuck that they could actually? Is that what it was? That makes sense. Luis C says, time to go mobile. Listen. I love The Dark Knight Rises, okay? I freaking love that movie. I know it has problems, but I love The Dark Knight Rises. It's definitely the worst of the 3 Nolan movies, but I adore that movie. And honestly, I think that it's a weird dynamic with The Dark Knight Rises because, like, for me, the more I watch The Dark Knight Rises, the more I notice the problems. But at the same time, the further that we go into time, like if you go back like 2020, like The Dark Knight Rises look like a fucking documentary at times. It's crazy. But it does have problems. It does. I'm not gonna dispute that. Yasuke says, what's the solution for the Grelling-Nelson paradox? Is the word heterological, meaning not applicable to itself? Hell, I don't fucking know. Don't ask me dumb shit that I don't know. I'm from Alabama. What do you expect from me? There's a possibility my parents are brother and sister. It's a miracle I can turn on a computer. Shadow Sand says, you know what's crazy? We're still in January. Wild. Time flies, man. Ministry of Wrong Think says, how come they always roll out Adam Schiff to run narrative damage control when he's so terrible at it? I mean, it's the Democrats. What do you expect from them? So, Fantastic Mr. Knox says, just remember Schiff would have never gotten a seat anywhere else if Dianne Feinstein till Dianne Feinstein passed away. Her seat was vacant. He was able to get that seat. Shifty Schiff. Brown Gaijin says, does Jeremy Osteen have any visions? Not right now. Jeremy Osteen needs to show up because we need some super chats. There's a possibility. What's up, Culture Casino? Culture Casino's in the house. What's up, brother? How are you? All right, let's see. Yeah, so everybody's talking about it now. Rap legend Snoop Dogg will be reportedly performing at President Trump's inauguration. Donald Trump has only done great things for me. He pardoned Michael Harris, Snoop said back in January 2024. This is huge. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal, and I don't think that I'm personally not on this bandwagon to be like, oh, great, Snoop Dogg, like, apologize for what you said about President Trump. Apologize with some substance, not some half-ass apology, like a real apology with some substance to show that you understand what you did. I don't think that's going to happen. Holy crap. What is this? What is this? Sections of U.S. Highway 285 are closed following multiple crashes caused by high winds and blowing dust storm, resulting in dangerous travel conditions. Holy crap. As someone that drives a lot, that is really scary. Whoa. Holy shit. This is why I teach my family, people in my family, okay? When you are on the interstate, if you see things backing up in front of you, do not wait to hit the brakes, because you're not hitting the brakes for you at that point in time. You're hitting the brakes for the person behind you that might be looking at their phone, that might be drifting off or whatever. Hit the brakes as soon as fucking possible when you're on the interstate. If you see traffic backed up, don't wait until the last fucking second, because the cars behind you might not be paying attention. Hit the goddamn brakes. Pileups are fucking they scare the shit out of me when I'm on the interstate. So if I see anything ahead of me, any sign of anything slowing down, I'm on my brakes. Doesn't mean you got to slam on your brakes, but go ahead, get on your brakes to signal to the person behind you that, hey, I'm hitting my brakes. That way that person can hopefully hit their brakes. And then the person behind them. We're talking about affecting 50 people's behavior when you do shit like that could literally save not only your life and everybody else's life. Driving on the interstate is no fucking game. And too many people don't understand how serious that shit is. So anyway, that's scary though. That's horrible right there. I just saw that on my timeline. So let's see here. Where we at? Sola Felix says mainstream media propagandists are the same as Joseph Goebbels. Sammy Rice says, I hope Trump uses HUD to flip LA and Chicago. Geek85 says, I hope Trump gives Gavin an earful. Sammy Rice says, everyone has their own timeline to red pill Snoop. Again, it's one thing to just not be a fan of Trump. It's another thing, like Snoop straight up said, like really bad. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was along the same lines as what Johnny Depp said about President Trump. And I know everybody was on the whole Johnny Depp. Oh, Johnny Depp. Like, I like Johnny Depp as an actor. I don't like Johnny Depp as a human being. I think he's a terrible human being. And, he said what he said about Trump a few years ago. So let's see. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, hail everyone. Ice Cube greater than Snoop. Yeah, I mean, Ice Cube sits on the fence too, to be fair. He does. Foosball fan says the Tiger King is on OAN with Matt Gaetz tonight. I saw that advertisement. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, guess it's another season of 24. Ministry of Wrong thinks is Trump's garbage truck. Lucifer says Trumpy Trout is the name. I'm ahead of my game. Ministry of Wrong thinks says we got trolled hard, laughing my ass off. Twinkle Yinkle says, I think I saw Olympus Has Fallen. Good movie. Grant Potato, Denmark agreed to sell Greenland. Is that like a new development? I mean, I know that there's been some developments lately, but is that like a new development that's happening right now? Let's see. What is this? What's the grift is strong. I was murdered since super chat. I just see this on my timeline. So I'm looking for news to talk about. Let's see here. There we go. That. Oh, okay. Now this breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Breaking news. This might be the first time you've seen this anywhere on the internet, but we have exclusive footage of what you're going to see on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is right here. There you go. This is what you're going to see right here. Trump and Elon dancing the night away. Look at that, man. This is exclusive information, okay? Exclusive. You're not going to see this anywhere else. Elon's having a bad week. Elon's having a bad week. And we'll say, I had to cover that on Geeks and Gamers. Elon's having a bad week. He needs to, I don't know what's going on with Elon, but he needs to figure it out. He's having a rough time right now. Poor guy. I feel bad. I feel bad for the richest man in the world. I feel so bad for him. Hopefully he can get it together though. What is that? Okay. And oh, why is this on my timeline? I had to see it, so do you. All right. We're going to leave this while I read some super chats, okay? See how many viewers we can lose. Justin Martin says, I was honestly surprised to hear it was an illness to take you out. I would have thought it would have been auto asphyxiation. Stefan Lee says, J-Man, you big fig. I'd rather be forced to watch all Disney Star Wars on repeat for eternity than be anything but Canadian. Hope you're feeling good. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Let's see. The good Tom King says, Trump and other governors said the drones are a mystery. Has been flying over restricted airspace for 2 years, and Trump said he'd give a report on day one. Yeah, I know. I remember Trump saying that. Bot says Trump is going to be a biblical character that lives for 750 years, 30 presidential. Let's go, 30 presidential terms. I like your thinking. I like your thinking. Oh, you guys want me to remove that? I apologize. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry. Oh, wait, Grandpa Tate. No. You guys are calling me a grifter. I'm not pulling this for $2 super chat. I'm not pulling this for $2. Okay? No, not happening. Okay? No. Not doing it. Link Okanobi for 50. Says, what's up, Jeremy? Glad you're feeling better. Anyways, just a heads up that Mel Gibson will be at MegaCon. If you're interested in seeing him, I'll be getting his autograph and photo op forward. Looking forward to streaming in the inauguration on Monday. Hail the 199. Let's go. Yeah, so we are in communication with MegaCon now about a panel. It's not the day that I wanted, but I'm trying to negotiate to get it to Saturday. I'm working on it. We'll see what happens. Okay. But that's all I can do is wait to see what happens. But thank you, Linko. I'm looking forward to seeing you at MegaCon. It's going to be awesome. Nandy's trying to send a 99 cent to get Big Mike off of here. Okay. William said, pay him what he wants. Well, luckily for you guys, there is a video that I do want us to watch because I'm interested to hear what Fox News has to say about the inauguration being switched over. So here we go.
Breaking news just moments ago, a source confirming to Fox News that President-elect Trump and Vice President-elect J.D. Vance will be sworn in indoors at Monday's inauguration. I believe this is only the second time this has happened. The last time it happened was 1985 with none other than Ronald Reagan. There are dangerously cold temperatures that are moving into the region, and it will be the coldest inauguration in 40 years. Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Kayleigh McEnany here with my co-host, Emily Campagno. Also joining us, Lisa Booth, Fox News contributor, Kaylee McGee-White, editor-in-chief of Independent Women's Forum, and Todd Pyro, Fox and Friends First co-host. Well, senior White House correspondent Peter
Fox knows what they're doing. They got several hot chicks on here. Fox knows what's up, okay?
Ducey is live from the South Lawn with this pretty big news this hour. It's cold there. I see you in a jacket, about to get colder, and inauguration indoors, Peter.
Yes, it is cold here, but just know that when you see the White House position, we do have a space heater right here. So it's never too cold here. However, way too cold for everybody that is going to be attending the inauguration on Monday.
The blonde was Kayleigh McEnany. She was Trump's White House press secretary. She was a phenomenal White House press secretary. The problem with Kayleigh McEnany is that she kind of turned on Trump a little bit, and she was on the whole like DeSantis bandwagon, and that backfired on her big time when Trump called her out. And so a lot of people have lost a lot of trust in her. But she was great as a White House press secretary, but she did turn on Trump.
Just off the phone with somebody who works for the president-elect, a source familiar, who confirms that the swearing in and the inaugural address will happen inside the U.S. Capitol Dome. And then President-elect Trump is confirming on Truth Social that everything else is going to move into Capital One Arena. We knew that on Sunday there was going to be a Capital One Arena rally with J.D. Vance speaking, Donald Trump speaking, the Village People and Kid Rock were going to perform. Now that is going to be a viewing party for a lot of the folks that are in town, but that seats about 20,000 or fewer of the attendees. That is a much smaller crowd than they would be expecting on the entire National Mall. And so we're not sure what exactly the plan is for overflow in this dangerous cold. President Trump is saying on Truth Social, though, that it is important that everyone will be safe. Everyone will be.
This seems like a complete nightmare. So if this place only holds 20,000 people, how many people were they anticipating was going to be at the inauguration? Between 75 and 100,000 people, maybe? I don't know. And that's just an estimate. This sounds like a disaster. Massive disaster is what this sounds like.
Happy, and we will together make America great again. That happens as the current president, Joe Biden, is giving us some good breadcrumbs about what exactly it is he plans to write on his farewell note to Donald Trump, the one that he will leave in the Resolute desk drawer.
I really am concerned about how fragile democracy is. That sounds corny, but I mean, I really am concerned because you've heard me say it 100 times. I really think we're at an inflection point in history here.
President Biden revealed last night he and Trump.
You are a fraudulent president. Your 81 million votes are bullshit. Everybody knows that. And you're going to sit there and say that bullshit.
Have not been speaking about the hostage deal, even though their teams have been projecting a united front in negotiations publicly. And just because the Biden legacy may wind up being that he was the guy sandwiched between Trump terms, he is insisting he does not have any ill will.
I'm so proud of how much we've accomplished together for the American people. And I wish the incoming administration success because I want.
All right, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. So let's get back to the topic at hand. Fuck Joe Biden.
To ensure we.
And by the way, when I want to be clear, when I say fuck Joe Biden, I just want everyone to know that I literally mean fuck Joe Biden. Go to hell, Joe Biden. You're a piece of shit. You're the worst president I've ever had in my lifetime. You've hurt this country severely. And if it wasn't for Donald Trump, I'm not sure what we would do.
We lead by the power of our example.
NBC has a widely circulated item this afternoon that says the West Wing feels like a morgue right now. I've spent some time in the West Wing today. I would say it's less like a morgue and more like the last day of school. There are a lot of people standing around, turning off their phones, unplugging their computers, and heading out at the end of the term. Kayleigh?
Yeah, it's a tough time. That space heater, I remember it, Peter. It is very warm. So stay warm there by the space heater. And thanks for those details.
Okay. Yeah.
You'll be okay. All right, well, this just in. On Truth Social, President Trump has confirmed some new details. So listen to this. January 20th cannot come fast enough. Everybody, even those that have initially, one moment, it just dropped from our prompter here. Donald J. Trump and the administration just want it to happen. It is my obligation to protect the people of our country. But before we even begin, we have to think of the inauguration itself, the weather forecast for D.C., the wind chill factor could take temperatures into record lows. There's an Arctic blast sweeping the country. He goes on to say, I have ordered the inaugural address, in addition to prayers and other speeches, to be delivered in the United States Capitol Rotunda, as was used by Ronald Reagan in 1985, also because of very cold weather. And he goes on to confirm what Peter Ducey just reported, that we will open Capital One Arena on Monday for live viewing of this historic event and to host the presidential parade. I will join the crowd at Capital One after my swearing in. It's a long Truth Social. Those are some of the details, Emily. And as we look at this, this has happened twice from what I've researched, 1909 with Howard Taft and then 1985 with Ronald Reagan. And what's interesting to me is the Ronald Reagan comparison, because not only is the inauguration indoors, you have the hostage release, really right before Trump comes in. You had the assassination attempt, Ronald Reagan as well. Trump is kind of a Reagan-esque president in more ways than one.
And I think that what this represents too is that you don't have to do something just because that's how it was always done. Here's a president that, to me,
I think they should talk about the reality of this is about threats against, or maybe they shouldn't, but because they're trying not to, but bring that up. But I 100% am confident that this decision is about Trump's safety and threats that they have probably figured out internally. That's what I think. Now, I'm not talking about the Trump administration to say that. I'm talking about the media. This is more than what we're being led to believe, which is totally fine and understandable.
in the same way, which is, let me assess the current situation. Here are the factors. It's not tenable to be outside, so we're going to move it inside. I mean, we see this stuff often with other large events, and I think the reality is that the storied history of this and the solemnity and the iconography that we're all going to be watching and how important and crucial this event.
By the way, Dorkman 20K over on Rumble dropped 20 gifted memberships. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Let's freaking go.
Is all of that remains the same. And now everyone's going to be a lot more comfortable. And we don't have to look at Bernie Sanders memes and mittens on, right? The reality is we have here in New York, we're expecting temperatures colder than 2 years past, I believe, historically. So he's absolutely right to protect those Americans that are going to see this historic and wonderful event. So bravo for making a common sense decision that will, in the long run, protect a lot of Americans.
And that Reagan inauguration, Todd, it was 7 degrees. The wind chill was in the negative 20s. This temperature, they say, will be in the 20s. I'm sure colder if you consider wind. But, you know, I bring this up because I've been to many Trump rallies. I remember being in Battle Creek, Michigan, where there were just snow everywhere. It did not deter the Trump crowd from waiting outside. This is an energized group. I think they're going to come.
Bro, gunshots didn't stop the Trump crowd, okay? Trump was shot. Someone in the audience lost their life. And the MAGA crowd stood there and they were like, we ain't leaving. What's going on with our president? That's MAGA right there, baby.
Come and enjoy the moment regardless.
Oh, without a doubt. They've been waiting for this moment for 4 years. Every single day they've been pining for the return of Donald J. Trump, and now they have it. But I agree with Emily so much because it's such a metaphor for what we expect the next 4 years to be. And we got a preview of it when you were in the administration during Trump 1, is that just because DC has a tradition and just because the ruling elite class says this is the way it's done, doesn't mean it necessarily has to be that way. Common sense should always rule the day, not, hey, this is the way we've always done it in DC. That's what Donald Trump's going to bring to the table in this 4 years, much like he did the previous 4. Want to add one more thing that I thought was important in this Truth Social post. He makes a clear point to say this is also about the safety of those first responders that need to be out there for the entire day. There's going to be a lot of attention following the events of New Orleans and the fact that this is such a major event. We need to make sure that those first responders are protected, and this is one way of doing that.
Excellent point. And to talk about, aberrational, doing things differently.
Well, I'm personally, like I said, when the announcement was made that, Trump was going to be indoors, I was happy about it. I think from a optical standpoint, it just would have been so much better if he would have done it, outdoors and everything. But there's bigger things going on. And I think Glenn Beck was spot on by saying, like, a lot of powerful people are about to be affected in a negative way with Trump's presidency. There's a lot of people that are angry. There's a lot of people that want him gone. And the number one priority, he's been elected. We don't need to worry about optics anymore. We don't need to worry about anything other than keeping this man safe. And that is it right there. That's the most important thing. Buster Nut Smash for 20 says, Jeremy, you don't understand. The Democrats had to steal the 2020 election in order to preserve democracy. That's the Joe Biden attitude right there, isn't it? Thank you, Buster Nut Smash. Hope you're doing well, brother. Josie says, have to pray for President Trump. He hired his own private security because he can't trust the Secret Service or the FBI. This is true. Glenn Beck said as much. So crazy. The fact that the president of the United States of America has to hire his own security is insane. It's insane. Brimstone says, Jeremy never reads my super chats. I don't read Laughing Man's either. Marsh says, I won't super chat if you pull that thing, if you pull that off again, Jeremy. Cole Summers says, plot twist, it's the illegal immigrant chart. Victor Chavez says, 40% of his presidency, he was on vacation, shut the F up, talking about Biden. Lucifer says, Jeremy, how'd it feel when Trumpy Trout won? Good old Trumpy Trout. Candy says, I can't wait for the party to start. This is going to be epic. And you are so gay. It's Monday is going to be a great day. Act Natural says, I hope you guys are ready for a wild 4 years. Hail the 199. God bless the United States of America. For the Emperor says, get better, ya fig. Big MAGA Bulge says, MAGA. Zeke the Wise says, Jeremy, with Trump back in office Monday, the fun begins, but it worries me that the next 4 years will be hell for everyone knowing the demons are lurking. Yeah, and sorry, I don't know. I really hope that this first year Trump is able to accomplish the majority of things that he wants to accomplish, because to be honest, the first 2 years but the first year is important. The second year, obviously, you can shore up everything, and then the last 2 years, it's going to be more about building for the next phase of whatever MAGA is going to be, because if it just goes back into the Democrats' hands in 2028, then what is all of this for? This is the long game that has to be played now. Maito says, glad your mic is back to normal and your jades are better. The Red Necron says, hail Trump and the 199. Jeremy is a twonk. Aaron James says, glad you're feeling better, man. Trump created the External Revenue Service to eliminate the IRS. Hail chat, missed you, especially that Jessica Lindstrom. Yeah, so the External Revenue Service was something that some people feel like it was a troll. Other people felt like it's another agency, and then other people felt like he's doing this to get rid of the IRS. If I was to have to pick those three, I think that he wants to get rid of the IRS. Does that mean he will? Not necessarily, but I think he wants to. JG says, here is the free member chat. Take the picture down. Over on Locals, Just G in the house is hailed the 199 with Trump pictures. And then Just G says, send them soups with a gift that I'm not going to pull up here. Let's see. CB81387 with $1. Thank you. Just G says, 5 things Barack Obama fucked up off the top of your head. Go. Racial relations is the number one thing that Barack Obama fucked up. That is the legacy of Barack Obama. He is the key to the wokeness revolution that we've seen for the past decade plus. And I've talked about that many times in terms of just like his behavior with police officers, and a lot of this happened in his second term. So the first term, Barack Obama wasn't that bad. The second 4 years, Barack Obama was fucking horrible. All right. So everything that it came with identity politics, like if you want to look at all the other stuff that was impacted by that, look at how so with identity politics comes the anti-white people narrative, which then becomes the anti-Christian narrative. So that becomes the anti-conservative narrative, which then comes to the anti-gun narrative. And so it's just a snowball effect on all of this. But the identity politics is how you introduce all of that. And then that's the snowball effect and how it just impacted so many different things along the way. So he's just he is a person that if it wasn't for Donald Trump, I don't know what the United States of America looks like today, but I don't think it looks very good. We could have lost our country if it wasn't for Trump in 2016. Davish says 2 days can't come fast enough. MAGA and hail the 199. Shadow says Jeremy never reads Laughing Man super chats, so he sent a 500 on FNT. Damn. Never going to get another super chat probably from Laughing Man. Sinestro says Dims said it would be a cold day in hell before Trump is reelected, and here we are. Andrew, what's up? Andrew CR says Jeremy is snorting like DSP. Next thing we know is that he wanked it on camera. Yeah, I'm trying to get over. I'm almost over this, but we'll see. Who knows, though? Solo Felix says Beardo took out the Democratic leader in Red Dead Redemption 2. Comics Dad says just got here. Hail the undead MAGA mage of the 199. Hope you're feeling better, man. January 20th, let's effing go. Keep that man safe for 3 more days. So that's what it's going to take. Lord of the Reese says, my fellow St. Louis residents, Nelly is going to be performing at the inauguration. Trump has the heart of a champion. The deep state is in a real dilemma, and Kamala is a nasty girl. God bless America. Mod Eric says, Navy vet settled. He won and should have held out for the jury to give him what he deserves. Sometimes better not to listen to the lawyers. Vault 95 says, was your recovery more difficult than being the sick part? I mean, the worst part of it was just not being able to work. That's really what it was. I made a few videos, but I didn't have a lot of energy for a significant amount of time. That never happens to me. I hardly ever get sick. I don't know why I don't get sick. I just don't. Probably because I don't smoke and drink and do drugs. Maybe. I guess that has something to do with it, but I don't have the greatest diet. But I guess me not having I have a decent diet, but not a great diet. But I think the fact that I don't do all of these other things and I never have probably gives me some leeway in other areas, but I just hardly ever get sick. But I guess when I do get sick, you know, it really kicked my ass this time. So, all right, let's see if there's anything else to cover. I'm only gonna, so the update, wait, people are asking if President Trump got hacked. Let's see. People are asking if Trump got hacked because of that meme thing, but I don't think so. Did President Trump get hacked? This is what he posted. No, he posted the same thing on Truth. No, this is Trump. This is what Trump does. Although it is weird timing for Trump to post this, but it's Trump. You know what I mean? So it's Trump. No, I don't think that. I didn't even think for a second that Trump got hacked, but I saw a few people posting that. Well, I don't, it's not even close to, it's just Trump. He doesn't care. So, you know, he's always memeing. He's always memeing. And I did post this over on Twitter because a few people, I had some people in my comments saying, Jeremy, what do you think about Goonergate? So I had to answer. This is what I think about Goonergate.
I don't give a fuck.
That is what I think of it. And if you don't know what it is, consider yourself lucky. It's the most retarded thing ever. There's a lot of infighting going on right now over nonsense. And so that was my stance on it right there, that I just do not care. I've never heard the term Gooner until like the last month. And I had to look up what it meant. I had no idea what the fuck it meant. But I'll just say that I am all for attractive women in video games and in media. I have no problem with that. Attractive women in video games and media is always going to be something that I will stand for. Okay? Simple as that. So there you go. What does it mean? From what I understand, it's like, from what I understand is that it's supposedly people are trying to say that people that are into attractive women in media, it's the equivalent of wanting porn in media. And it's like, what? No, there's a clear definitive line from that to attractive women in media. It's a clear definitive line. Like, what in the hell are we talking about? And I, as a guy, some women may not understand that you don't have to, if you're an attractive woman, you don't have to do much to make a guy's mind go right into the gutter. It don't take much. Trust me. So that's just how men are. It doesn't take much. Trust me. So anyway, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in that I don't give a shit. I think it's retarded. All of it's retarded. And men are going to be men. What have we been preaching about? Men should be men and women should be women. We're finally getting back to that. And now we're being said that men can't be men. No, men are men. All right. And we think with the wrong head most of the time. That's what we do. There's some, I guess there's some that are better than others about it, but the majority of us, we think with the wrong head. That's what we do. That's the reality of the situation. And it's just a dumb thing that I keep seeing on my timeline. And I wish everybody would shut the fuck up and just realize that Trump is back in office. DEI programs are being dismantled. Wokeness is dying. Illegal immigration is about to be dealt with. And we're about to have a glorious 4 years. Learn how to take a fucking win instead of fighting amongst each other. Learn how to take a win. That's the bottom line right there. Learn how to take a win. And let's take this win and build momentum upon it instead of fighting over dumb nonsense. I've been following this shit since like 2015, 2016, all of this wokeness and all of this shit, and seeing all of it crumble right before our very eyes. It's amazing. And now I'm seeing people picking in battles and fighting with other people that are supposedly on the same side of things. And I'm like, this is wild to me. Like we literally have them on the ropes right now with wokeness and DEI propaganda. DEI programs are being shut down across the board. Trump just named Hollywood ambassadors. Mel fucking Gibson is a Hollywood ambassador for Donald Trump. And then many people are like, what does that even mean? It's symbolic. It's meant to usher in a new narrative. Trump is all about controlling the narrative. He's a master at controlling the narrative. So him anointing these Hollywood ambassadors, it's just that. It's about controlling the narrative. And having Mel Gibson, who else is part of it? It's Mel Gibson. Who else is it? There was three others. Or it was two others. It was Mel Gibson. Chad will tell me here in just a minute. Still Sylvester Stallone and John Voight. There you go. Amazing. Like we are at a point where we can win this thing, but it's going to take work. It's going to take people to not get into petty bullshit and see the bigger vision, see the bigger picture, because this is where the Democrats were always better than the, again, I'm not a conservative or a Republican. I'm just a person with common sense, and I support Donald Trump. That's who I am. I don't like labels. I don't like to be part of any labels. I don't be part of any groups. I don't need to be part of any groups. That's never who I was. I'm just a person that supports Donald Trump. I'm a Trumplican, if you want to put that type of label on me, but like, I don't like the label of conservative or Republican or any of that shit. I don't like it. And then you go, well, people go, oh, you're a libertarian. Fuck libertarians. Libertarians are just basically people that use they, them pronouns. They just don't want to use it. They're confused. And they're just like, I'm confused about what I think. And then they create their little gay little group, and then they fight amongst each other. And then Donald Trump shows up to your convention and you boo him. A fucking former president and the front runner shows up to your convention and you boo him because you're a bunch of emotionally unstable they, them pronoun weirdos who got, I don't know what I identify as, so I'm a libertarian. Fuck off, libertarians. The reason you are libertarians is because you're part of that 2% of losers that will always be that. And that's exactly what Trump said. So no, I'm not a fucking libertarian. Libertarians are gay. I'm so tired of fucking libertarians. Like, oh, I'm a libertarian. No, the fuck you're not. You're just a gender confused weirdo that has to have a label to make yourself feel fucking good. It's stupid as shit. I'm so tired of it. And the fact that all of these fuckers booed President Trump when he showed up and lent a hand to them. He threw an olive branch out there. threw an olive branch out there to these people, and they booed him out of the fucking building. That's what I'll remember libertarians for right there. How you treated President Trump when he had enough respect for you to show up to your convention and reach out to you and offer you an olive branch, and you booed the man out of the fucking building. Get fucked. I'll never take him seriously. Never. Pisses me the fuck off. Harley Dave for 20 says, Jeremy, glad your jades are in remission. Tagged you a couple of hours ago on Twitter. Worth sharing something Trump did that will definitely go under the radar. You are gay. 225 characters is a lot. Wow. Hey, how's it going? What's up, brother? All right, you tag me on Twitter. Tag me again in case it got buried, and I'll check it right now. What's up, Harley Dave in the house? Let's see. Ken for 5 says, funny that Trumpy Trout says more important things than Kamala ever did. Keep up the good work. Hell yeah. Jupiter Knight says, if my mind is in the gutter, where the fuck did it go? If my mind is in the gutter, it's only because it came up for a breath of fresh air. Hail the 199. Let's go Trump and fuck Joe Biden. Hope says slang used to be generational and original. Now it's a viral chasing nonsense. Coomer becomes gooner. Win becomes dub LU. And then it's Gen Z lazy. This is true. Fantastic vs. Knox says, this is why libertarians are called lolberts. Yeah, I just, like, so many people have tried to tell me I'm a libertarian. I'm like, I'm not a fucking libertarian. I'm not, because all they do is fight with each other because they're a bunch of gender-confused weirdos. Now, I know they're not literally gender-confused. I'm saying that they have that same mindset where they're like, well, I'm not sure what I am, so I'm going to join the Libertarian Party, and then we're all going to fight amongst each other because you have no true vision for what the fuck you are. You just know that I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, so I need a label to make myself feel good about myself. No, the fuck you don't. You don't need a fucking label. If you're not a Democrat, you're not a Republican, that's fine. You don't need a fucking label. Just be yourself. But you have to have a fucking cool kids club or some dumb shit, apparently, that has no foundation of anything. You don't know what the fuck you believe in, and all you fuckers are fighting. And who did they chase? Fucking Oliver? Chase Oliver is who speaks for you? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Jesus. Chase Oliver is your king? Chase Oliver? Come on. Fantastic vs. Knox says, should KJP last press sec if you haven't. Wait, should cover. Oh, should cover. I did cover a little bit of it. She's too cringe. Cringe Jean-Pierre. Grant Potato says, Bill Gates cured Jeremy's jades. Comics Dad says, just got here. I got that one. The Raving and Writing Desk says, member for 4 months. Dragon Dad says, the real issue with Goonergate is that it has to do with skimpy women, not attractive women. We cannot call out perversion while we have perverts on our side too. Who decides what's skimpy and what's not? You know? So who decides that? What's skimpy? Because I promise you, there's dudes in these women's audience. The slightest bit of cleavage is enough for these dudes to jerk off. Who defines what skimpy is? It's up to the individual who defines what skimpy is. A low-cut shirt is skimpy enough for a dude to jerk off to, okay? I promise you that. And if you think that's not, then you are living in another fucking galaxy. All right? That's just a fact of the matter. Dudes will jerk off to whatever they can jerk off to. That's the bottom line. You don't have to accept this reality, but that's reality. Where are we at? Clova 5 says, I dare you to say that libertarian rant to Ripa's face. I don't give a fuck. Ripa knows how I feel. Ripa don't cry. He's cool. Just like he don't care that I disagree with him. So just like him, he calls people out all the time. It's fine. When friends don't give a shit about that stuff. Someone tried to say they should rename Air Force One to Con Air. The best response was, yes, a man on a plane wrongfully convicted, saving innocent people's lives. I haven't watched Con Air in a long time. Let's see. So what am I? I'm a person that has opinions and don't need a label to make me feel better about myself. The fuck's the Libertarian Party going to do for me? What are they going to do? You going to send me money every month? Fuck you going to do for me? I don't need your fucking party. I don't need your fucking label. I don't need your, homosexual mentality of like needing to be offended over everything. The fuck you going to do for me? Name one fucking reason to have the label of libertarian. Name it. Outside of needing acceptance. Name it. Nobody can name it because it's irrelevant as shit. Just like being a Democrat and a Republican's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's all a fucking scheme. The more members that they can get registered to their party, it's like marketing. Oh, well, we have X amount of people registered so we can get more people marketed to this thing. Well, what is this thing? What does it benefit? How does it help me? What voice do I have? What impact do I have? It's all a fucking marketing scheme. It's all the fuck it is. So the Libertarian Party had 50 million people registered. Guess what? They got a lot more capital coming in. They got a lot more marketing opportunities. They can sit there and get a lot more advertiser dollars. It's all the fuck it is. It's like a fucking country club. Who gives a fuck? Bunch of gays who need more gays with them. Just like the Republicans, just like the Democrats. It's all part of the same fucking system. That's it. And you're never going to convince me otherwise because I'm right. That's it. Where are we at? Wow, I'm actually caught up on super chats. Holy shit. All right, let's see. We're not leaving yet. Now I'm all fired up. I was getting ready to leave because I was getting like, I'm tired. I don't feel good. Yeah, I'm not leaving now. I'm not leaving. But since you guys got me worked up, I'll put this back on stream right there. So there you go. All right, that's what you get for getting me fired up. All right, that's what you get. It's all your fault, chat. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules, okay? Wait, so was that let's see. Trump just tweeted this out. Trump just tweeted this out. Coming up, the most important weekend plus in American history. Enjoy. There we go. The most important weekend. What does he mean by this? Coming up, the most important weekend plus in American history. Enjoy. Am I missing something? Jeremy just yelled at the chat, unsubscribe. Jeremy mean unsubscribe. It is the most important. It is the most important weekend in American history. Hacked. He's been hacked, everybody. He's been hacked. Let's see what else is going on. I'll take that picture of Big Mike off there. Let's see. Yeah, this is true. 6 months later, we know absolutely nothing about this fucking weirdo right here. We know nothing about him. What do we know about him? Nothing. Why don't we know anything about this guy? Makes no sense. Okay, Snoop Dogg. Okay, here's some video of Snoop Dogg. What is he saying right here? Man, all these fucking white people don't have a fucking clue what he's talking about. None of these white MAGA people have any idea. I know this song. All of you probably know this song. But nobody there. They aren't reacting. These white people don't have a fucking clue what's going on. Nothing but a G thing. Oh, that's funny as hell, man. That's a little cringe. It's a little cringe. Oh, man, that was good. I was not expecting that, but we'll take it, though. Bulky for 20. Fuck that caught up shit. 199 and Semper Fi. What's up, man? Thank you so much. To be clear, because I know there's probably a bunch of libertarians that watch me, so I ain't got nothing against you. I'm just talking about the greater party, though. And the greater party, in my opinion, absolutely means nothing. It just doesn't mean anything. It stands for nothing. And you would think that if it truly meant something, that the people that represented it at its core would not have booed Donald Trump when he showed up to show you respect. This is how you get respect, is by he showed you respect and you didn't show it back. And this is the whole thing about it. This is what we've lost. I grew up in a time where, regardless if you liked or disliked the president of the United States, you respected the office. That all went out the door with Donald Trump. All right. Sports teams don't show up when Donald Trump invited them. People being disrespectful. ESPN as a network being disrespectful to Trump. All of that. And so it's like, if you don't show respect, then you're not going to get respect. And the core, the people that run and lead that wing, showed complete disrespect for someone that did not need to show up, but he did to try to reach out. He promised to put a libertarian in his cabinet and everything, and they still booed him. And it pisses me off. And so that's right there. If you want to be taken seriously, then you need different leadership, and you need different group of fucking people that will create a narrative for your group that actually shows that you actually have some decency about yourself. But you sounded like a bunch of fucking left-wing Democrats that day. And if that's what you're going to sound like, then that's what you're going to get treated like. Simple as that. Carolyn's in the chat. What's up, Carolyn? Let's see. Okay, so this is a new clip. Kevin O'Leary and TikTok. So let's talk about TikTok for a minute. I have been 100% against TikTok being banned. I'm 100% against it. I've been against this from day one. I am not for banning of anything. I don't really care about TikTok. I don't use TikTok. It doesn't mean anything to me. But the government never does something good for you. So the government banning TikTok sets a dangerous standard and a dangerous precedent that I do not like. So Kevin O'Leary is doing everything he can to buy TikTok. We've gotten reports that TikTok is going to be shut down Sunday night unless the Biden administration intervenes. President Trump takes the oath of office on the 20th. So let's hear what Kevin O'Leary has to say.
We may find out in just about a day. Okay, the Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary. He is a chairman of O'Leary Ventures. Good to see you. The clock is ticking. You have made one heck of an offer, $20 billion in cash for TikTok. Have they said they want to accept your offer at all?
Difficult situation, because you've really detailed it well. The reason it goes dark is the servers, the American servers. Those companies, Oracle and others, have to abide by the laws. So at 11:59 on the 19th, they will shut it down, or they're going to be fined $5,000 per user every 12 hours, 1.7 billion.
Jesus.
So they're not going to do that. What we need to have happen here is the company should.
Kevin O'Leary has money like that? No. Kevin O'Leary has got a ton of groups. He's got several investors. So he's essentially leading a group of investors, and because he's probably the most public of all of these billionaires that he's got together, and he probably has like the most public clout, so he can go on news stations and all of that. So he's the public leader of this, but it's a group of billionaires that are coming together.
Sign Frank McCord's and Kevin O'Leary's LOI, the only one I know to be valid right now. The company has it, and give them and ask President Biden, who has this right now, to give us a 90-day extension, which he's allowed to by the order of Congress from the original situation. It's built into the order. And then it becomes Trump's deal on 1205. We need to work with both administrations. I've got all my companies, 60% of their digital spend is on TikTok. 6.5 million American families make a living off this. We can't let this go dark. The path is clear. Unless someone else has an LOI they can sign so that Biden can actually grant the 90 days tomorrow, it's going to go dark because no American service provider is going to risk $1.7 billion fees, fines.
It's
a day.
prudent
So,
for them
but
to not
it's
risk
clear
it.
that it has to
Hold
happen.
on, Kevin.
I love the
I wanted
draw.
to say one thing though. LOI, just for our audience, letter of intent. I'm assuming. And remember, we're going to break it down for everyone who doesn't have $20 billion in cash to offer to buy TikTok, right? Number one. But the idea of why they've said, is it actually for sale? You may have a great offer, but are they saying that are you having any indication that they want to even sell it, or are they going to essentially go dark and say, look, based on what you've said, all the people who need it, all the Americans who rely on it for their livelihood, you guys figure it out because we know how valuable our asset might be.
Ball is not in our court. The ball tonight for the next 20 hours is with Chi. He decides. He will give the decision as to whether or not the company can sell the assets, excluding the algorithm, which clearly today on a 9-0 decision by the Supreme Court said, and if you look at paragraph on the bottom of page 5 and 6 of the actual opinion, we cannot buy the algorithm. That's clear.
Do you still want it without the
our
algorithm?
offer.
Yes.
No, we don't. We can't buy it. It's clear. The Supreme Court has decided we cannot own the algorithm. McCoy.
Yeah, the purchase, the if I'm understanding this correctly, the offer that he's made is without the algorithm.
Is it still valuable for you though without it? Is it still valuable without it to you?
We put we think it's worth $20 billion. We're willing to talk about it. We don't know with certainty. We haven't seen the assets of the company. But the whole point is everybody involved in this, Chi, Trump, 6.5 million American businesses, we got to keep it lit up. We don't want to turn it off. So the path is clear. It's indicated in the original order of Congress. Sign the LOI. The only LOI I know of is the McCord-O'Leary LOI. Sign it, get the 90-day extension from Biden, and let Trump administer it past 12:05 on the 20th. This is the craziest situation I've ever seen. But all my companies are on this. 60% of our digital spend. We can't let this go dark. And here's the thing that you really have to think about, because it really matters. It's not in our court. Chi and Trump, the two of them. I suggest that if Chi lets this go dark, I think he's going to make Trump unhappy. Not a good outcome for these two men who have a very, very difficult road ahead together. The right thing to do is to allow our syndicate to enter into an LOI, to extend it. I don't think it's a good idea to piss Trump off. That's all I'm saying.
Well, one person you haven't mentioned is the TikTok CEO, who's going to be at the inauguration. We just heard him play a video. Some people say there's nothing like an in-person eye contact discussion to get a deal signed. Are you going to try to talk to?
So the TikTok CEO, and I'll play this for you really quickly. He basically made a video begging President Trump right here.
Hi everyone, it's Show here. As you know, we have been fighting to protect the constitutional right to free speech for the more than 170 million Americans who use our platform.
Okay, well, that's bullshit. I know for a fact that TikTok is not about free speech, so you can shove that way up your ass, because that's bullshit. TikTok is not a free speech platform at all. Get out of here.
Every day to connect, create, discover, and achieve their dreams. On behalf of everyone at TikTok and all our users across the country, I want to thank President Trump for his commitment to work with us to find a solution that keeps TikTok available in the United States. This is a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. As we've said, TikTok is a place where people can create communities, discover new interests, and express themselves, including over 7 million American businesses who earn a living and gain new customers using our platform. We are grateful and pleased to have the support of a president who truly understands our platform, one who has used TikTok to express his own thoughts and perspectives, connecting with the world and generating more than 60 billion views of his content in the process. To all American users, Thank you for making our TikTok community such a rich and vibrant space, for surprising and delighting us every day. Rest assured, we will do everything in our power to ensure our platform thrives as your online home for limitless creativity and discovery, as well as a source of inspiration and joy for years to come.
Yeah, that feels very disingenuous. That guy, I don't believe anything that guy has to say. When he wants to talk about free speech and the amount of people I've heard get banned off TikTok for absolutely nothing, I don't believe that at all.
To him at the inauguration, that's what he's going to be.
Listen, I will talk to anybody. Frank and I have been working on this. We stay awake 22 hours a night on this thing. We'll meet anybody. I'm flying up to Washington in the morning. I think I'm meeting 20.
Somebody just if you know, you know, okay? If you know, you know. Where's this fucking comment at? All right. God, where is it at? Oh no. If you know, you know. Holy shit. Way dog, that's a comment winner right there. That's a comment winner.
Senators and lawmakers. But it's really in cheese court right now. It really is. And I would say to keep our two nations aligned, think about what you're doing here.
For those that don't get it, it's from The Dark Knight. I'm very good at calculations.
Here. I mean, I know there's a lot of issues. I get all that. But when you think about the average American family, 6.5, 7 million of them making a living off this, I don't know. You really, really got to think about the future. And I think Trump and Xi have a special relationship. It's adversarial in some ways, cooperative in others. Trump and Xi are going to decide this. It's Trump's deal at 12:05. Frank and I are going to work with Trump on this thing and this is a Waltz thing. It's everybody's thing.
Why would China give up 5.3 billion GDP up? I think that Trump has actually talked to China several times in the last few days. What I think is happening right now is that Kevin O'Leary and others are trying to convince Trump. And O'Leary even said this. He said the other day when he met with Trump, Trump said, "Tell me why I care about this." And O'Leary was like, "This amount of people." Trump is going to do whatever is going to play as well publicly as possible for him in this situation. Clearly, Trump isn't personally invested in this particular topic. He's probably going to look into it. He even tweeted out about that he's going to look into this and he needs to do his research on it. But if Trump sees that he can get a huge win up front from a younger generation that isn't typically your Trump supporters, he's going to do it because he's got bigger fish to fry and he doesn't need opposition right now. He needs as much momentum on his side to clean house in all directions.
We'll see.
It's not good.
It's
not good.
Well, certainly I've heard from a number of content
It's
creators.
it's not good to shut down small companies in America.
I
It's
hear your
not good to
position.
shut
We'll
down
see
small.
if they believe 20 billion is enough to be persuaded or if they want to sell. I want to turn. Thank you, Kevin O'Leary.
I didn't say it was.
I didn't
We
say you
put
said,
it on. We put it on the
said,
table.
I'm not the one you have to convince. I would take the 20 billion, honey. I'm saying the people who need to actually make the decision about it,
Why is she getting so defensive? What the fuck's wrong with this chick?
who are going to look at it and say, I didn't say it was up for sale. I know how powerful it is. You've already agreed that we don't have the leverage. The nature of the deal means that who has leverage will be able to make the best decision. I guess we'll see what happens. Thank you, Kevin.
I'll give you 21 billion. Ready to go?
That was a nice way for him to end it, and her making it super awkward. Why did she make that so awkward? It was very unnecessary for her to do that. That made no sense. Like, I don't understand it. Didn't make any sense to me. God, the news is just continuing right now. 3 more days. 3 more days, everybody. You ready? 3 more days. Here we go. Three more days, baby. Whew. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious. I cannot wait. Harley Dave says, fine, I will go with your grift and follow up with the request by letting you know that I re-tagged you and also DM'd you the link. You are very gay. What's Harley Dave's mad at me? Why are you mad at me? You just became a new member, Harley Dave. Let's see. Sean living life for 20. Simping for Chinese spyware is silly for Americans to do. TikTok refuses to divest from Chinese control. That's very telling. As a country, why should we allow foreign influence campaigns to operate in our country? Why? It really comes down to, I believe in freedom. It's up to individual Americans if they want to support that. And a lot of people want to support that. I'm not against, I am against the government banning as much as humanly possible. And if people can't be smarter, then that's up to them. Like, I'm very much against alcohol. I think alcohol should be legal. Yes, having an age and all that. I also think drugs should be legal because it's up to individuals to control themselves. That is the only universal rule that I think could be applicable to tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people. Because once you give government control, the government will always do the wrong thing for the people. That's the way I look at this. Like, I don't like TikTok, but I don't want the government, the United States government, banning TikTok, because next we'll be banning something else they don't like and something else they don't like. If people are dumb enough to give their information to TikTok, then let them do that. If people are dumb enough to go to OnlyFans and spend all their fucking money on a chick that has a filter on and doesn't care about them at all, then let somebody go do that. That's not my business. I don't care. As long as you're not harming me or my family, do whatever you want. You know? So I'm not saying that I have a perfect rule, and I'm not saying that that's not a flawed position. I'm just saying the alternative is you give the government more power. That's never a good thing. That's my stance on it. The less power the government has, the better it is for the overall landscape of our country. So, you know, that's my stance on it. And if it all comes down to control or spyware or all of that, then don't get on Facebook. Don't buy an Apple phone. Don't buy a Google phone. Don't buy anything, because they're tracking everything you do. Every move you make, everywhere you go, everything you do, every person you talk to. The United States government is doing it just as much as someone else. Every one of them. You're being tracked everywhere you go. It's not a coincidence that you go into a store and then the next day on your Facebook feed or your Twitter feed, an advertisement for that store pops up. That's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that you Google search for something and then the next day something or something similar shows up on your feed. They're watching literally everything we do. Let's see here. Where's that at? 8 o'clock says Goonergate is ridiculous because it's all an issue of self-control. If you can't help but to touch yourself to 2D women, then it's your problem, not the game's fault. Anyways, glad you're back, Fig. That's my stance on it too. I don't think that my freedoms should be taken away because you can't control yourself. I don't think that's right. I don't think that your actions should determine what I can and can't do. That's not to say that it doesn't happen. I mean, I can only drive the speed limit because some other jackasses, can't drive. So the speed limit gets determined by other people's abilities. I get all that. But my point being is that I shouldn't be punished because you can't control yourself. And so the government has to intervene and change the rules or change policies or some shit like that. Let me see. Logan Miller says, I was at the Libertarian National Convention. They were disrespectful as fuck to Donald J. Trump. I left. They nominated a... I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Yes, the way they treated Trump was absolutely disrespectful. It really was. And that's my last... That's what I think of when I think of the Libertarian Party now, is how they treated President Trump. A man who was going in there with respect and trying to create an olive branch, and they disrespected him. Primark Vulcan says, just an FYI, Tom McDonald has a new rap song out featuring Roseanne. Yeah, everybody's been tagging me in it. I Lose versus Snoop, Jeremy, Smoke, Trumpy Trout every day. Realist version 1 says, proud resident of Alaska, been watching you for years. Love your videos. Been watching you and Ryan for years. Keep up the great work. Let's go, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. A 72-hour live stream now? Not quite. Not quite. Hope says the reason TikTok is getting banned is it won't sell. I don't think that's the problem. I think it will sell. I think China's not wanting to sell it, or whoever, EDB79 for 20 on Rumble says, get some more vitamins, young man, and take them all. November 6th was a big game, and Monday is going to be one hell of a victory celebration. Hail the fighting 199, or the Fig King, I'm sorry. Hail the 199 and Donald J. Trump. Let's go, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a wild day. Fantastic Knox says, the CNN woman talking to O'Leary is stupid. Hope says TikTok algorithm equals Epstein Diddy guest list. Let's see. Dolified says commie unity. Grumpy Gen X says dude looks like long duck dong. Hope says TikTok is what a time bomb does before it goes off. Shorty Short says good to see you're feeling good and looking gay. Feeling good. Space comma digger says Elon's Twitter will be next. That's where I'm at with it. Dave and Foley for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier with the gifted membership. Thank you. Comics Dad, I got that one. The River got that one. I got that one. June's Melody says, amen, Jeremy. That's why I listen to you. Well, thank you. I don't know. I probably pissed off a lot of people with the libertarian take, but got to tell you how I feel. I've said it before. It's not the first time I went on a rant about libertarians. SBZ says, not a Republican, not a Democrat, not a Libertarian. What are you? Even better. A 199. There we go right there. Objectively, a cat says you should try the game Me Side. It's pretty good little game. Nothing life-changing, but a solid, relatively bug-free gaming experience. Noted. Sean Living Light says, bro, it's not a ban on TikTok. There's more to it than just that. TikTok can divest from Chinese control, but they won't. That's a big problem. I mean, I don't think it's as big of a problem as other people do. But I'm not saying I'm right on this. I'm just saying that's my take on it. But ultimately, my stance is less about TikTok and more about the United States government. So it's less about TikTok and more about the government. And I don't want the government to have the opportunity to ban something that has 170 million users in the United States of America by the freedom of the choices of the United States citizens. They chose that they wanted to support that. So the question comes down to, if TikTok had 5 million users, would anybody care about it? No. But because it has 170 million, suddenly people are caring about it. And I just think that that's a bad way to go, is giving the government that. It goes back to the gun argument. This is why people don't want any gun banned, because the moment that you allow the government to ban one, they're going to go after the next, and they're going to go after the next, and they're eventually going to get all of them. This is why people stay and hold the line on that, because you can bring logic into saying like, oh, well, someone doesn't need to own this. That's not for you to decide. It's not for you to decide. We, the people, make those decisions. And having more good guys with guns is better than having bad guys with guns and no good guys with guns. This is why you don't give that's why my stance on it's always been don't give anything. Don't cheer for this is pure censorship from a government standpoint. They're not doing it for you. They don't care about you. They literally just forced you to jab. They've shut you down. They didn't let you go see your fucking families in the funerals for your family. They wouldn't let you fucking go into a movie without a fucking jab mandate. Fuck these motherfuckers. They're not getting rid of TikTok for your own good. They don't care about you. Hayden Wayne says the biggest issue with TikTok is how intrusive it is. It reads all conversations had on the phone, logs numbers and names, and therefore you communicate with somebody who has TikTok. They have the information about you too. And again, that's really up to the people, man. If somebody downloads TikTok, and there's two ways. Either you know what TikTok is and you've downloaded it and you use it, that's fine. Or if you're an idiot and you download something without not knowing what it is, you're going to continue to make that same mistake in life. You're still going to be a retard. Taking TikTok away doesn't change behavior of stupid people. It just doesn't. People are still going to be stupid. They're still going to do stupid shit. What is it right now? Isn't the number one app right now a Chinese-owned app? Everybody's flooding to the new Chinese app right now. Am I right about that? Is that correct? So the new app that everybody's running to is another CCP-owned app, right? Am I correct about that? That's my point. Banning it ain't gonna fucking fix the problem. Let people be stupid. Let people do whatever they want to do and let the chips fall where they may. Red Note, is that what it's called? So Red Note, yeah. So all these people that now you're banning TikTok, so they're running to the next one, and they're running to the next one, they're running to the next one. You know? Stymie says Beardo is still a chicken-legged gay wad. Fantastic Snock says, as Trump has said to the Lolberts at the convention, you can keep your 3% and you won't get anyone in, especially when it's been co-opted by anarchists. 100%. 100%. Hope says the U.S. military is preparing for war with China. Stream Hero says, play the Ronald Reagan We the People speech. Good old Reagan. Let's see. Kyle says, starting from the beginning. Starting from the beginning, I am. Spoken like Yoda. Starting from the beginning, well, I hope you enjoy the show tonight. I thought we've had a pretty good show, and I'm feeling good. I don't want to end the stream. I want to keep going. This tells me that I'm feeling better. I'm not getting fatigued. This tells me that we're in good shape for this weekend. We're rocking and rolling. I'm feeling good. I got a lot of sleep today. All right. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Because every other stream I've done this week, the few that I've done, let's see. The few that I've done, I got exhausted after about an hour. 24 hours until TikTok is banned, ladies and gentlemen. We got 24 hours. What is going to happen? Do you think it's going to get banned? Wait a minute. Okay, I got to watch this. Oh, no. Can I watch this? Sarah Gonzalez, can I watch this? Okay, I hope I'm going to get in trouble for this one. We're over 2 hours. This late night CobraCast. We're watching this one. Sarah Gonzalez, here we go.
Listen, you guys laughed when I said Big Mike. You tell me what is in Michelle Obama's pants.
Oh, boy.
You tell me. Eric doesn't even want to look.
That's my boy.
I'm making you look. I'm making you look. I'm making you look.
I have told you guys what this is.
Eric is so
I'm going to be
Rippa. I didn't even know Rippa was on. So this is news and why it matters. Valiant Renegade. What's up, Valiant?
I'm going to poop this. That is a mic pack.
No, it's not.
It is.
But my...
Because you put yours around that.
Mine
Our
is
boys on here. When was
rectangular.
This? I don't have one. Just go like
Your
that.
mic is right.
No, I mean like.
But the mic packs look the same. Okay, so look.
They do, but That could be the bottom of a mic pack. Look, going like that.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay.
You're going to show me the one in the blue dress, aren't you? That's what you're going to do.
No, but I want to show. Let's get the other moment from Ellen.
Oh, okay.
That was a jiggle.
Hang on a minute.
That was a jiggle. Do it again.
I've got to look at this camera. I can't believe I'm doing this. Why do I want to be doing
that? That was
this?
a shake. That was, guys. No, we got to see the movement. It's a vibration.
I'm gonna
on the right hand side.
I'm gonna roast Ripa about this next time on Tuesday night's main event. I am gonna roast Ripa over this one.
It's a mic pack.
On the other side now?
Huh?
No.
That's the
don't
same
believe it.
side.
Okay, all right. Then what about Joan Rivers, who tried to warn us all the way back in 2014?
That's right.
Miss Rivers, how are you? You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I am so excited.
Okay.
And I should do very well because I don't charge.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
we already
president?
have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
She is so vicious.
No, Michelle is a
I'm sorry, she's a what?
a transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
Yeah, those are the days. And then she died.
And then she died.
Yeah.
She was trying to warn us.
I just want to say right now that I think Michelle Obama is a woman. Please don't kill me.
Holy crap, man. Holy crap. Good old Sarah Gonzalez. So I didn't know that they were in there. So that's awesome. Valiant Renegade in the house for 100. Our first MAGA red bomb of the night from Valiant Renegade. This stream is so gay. I booked another flight and hotel for MegaCon Orlando. Just show up and rag on Cobra 3 days after I drive from there. Valiant Renegade bringing the party Saturday night at the Red Coconut. I have nipple tassels for Jeremy and Gary to wear. Jay bought them. Jay, what? Dude, MegaCon's going to be great. Again, if you guys have not RSVP'd for MegaCon, please do. But yeah, that is it's going to be great. Thank you, Valiant. It's good to see you here, brother. But yeah, seeing Ripa and Matthew on there was kind of crazy. I was not expecting. I didn't even recognize Matthew at first, and then of course Ripa on there. I knew because Ripa's always on there, so that's good stuff right there, man. So Delona for $1, thank you. Jared the American says, "I wish my dog Louie a happy 4th birthday." Let's go. Let me pin that link right now. So again, we will have new hats and a new IDOT shirt design. It's going to be awesome. Monkey D Shane says, I was informed on FNT that you had died from gay AIDS. I have been dead for a week now. I don't know how I'm streaming, to be honest with you. Mr. Friendly says, good stream. Thanks for the entertainment. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you are entertained. Isaac says, are you streaming the inauguration? If so, what hours? 10 a.m. Central. 10 a.m. Central. I will be live here on this channel Monday, and we're going to be live all day long. Fantastic Knox says, did you hear how people who have left TikTok for Red Note and telling the users they were there mostly who are mostly Chinese and how unionized and have open borders? I haven't heard about that. I barely heard about this Red Note, so I haven't heard much about it. Crispy Nogan says, hail all, gonna give you a heads up that my Twitter account got hacked. I'm working hard to get it back as soon as possible. Oh man, sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry to hear that. Mountain Mutt says, that's the problem, Jeremy. It doesn't only track the user, it tracks non-users without their consent or knowledge. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I've also heard that about Facebook as well. There's an extreme amount of overreach from Facebook and Messenger and all the information that they have on you from just Facebook. Like if you think that TikTok's the only thing tracking just not only you but everybody else around you, like Facebook's doing that shit too. Let me see. Harley Dave says, your voice sounds a lot better considering all the shong you gobbled on your way to actually check the link I sent you. I'm working on it. You know how it is. If I start just any link that gets sent to me, I'll never be able to get to all the links. It sets a terrible standard. Jimmy Ray says, the ban is against foreign controlled platforms, not specifically TikTok. It was worded in a way to allow them to target X. Twitter's going to disappear if they get rid of TikTok. They're going to get rid of Twitter. So, Crazy Clown Town says Jeremy needs to watch Yuri Bezin. I never could say it. It's an iconic fucking speech and clip that's been played for decades. So I've heard it 1,000 times. It was even featured in Call of Duty, for crying out loud. Cold War. Hot Dice says they're not banning TikTok. They're imposing U.S. ownership so people have legal recourse on the platform. It makes sense. Eric K says mod lives matter. No, they don't. No, they don't. Let me see. Mez says Yuri Bezmanov. It's not hard to say. When you're from Alabama, everything is hard to say. How many fucking times do I have to repeat this for you? When you're from Alabama, when you go to family reunions to look for dates, Jesus, of course, everything's difficult. Everything's difficult when you're from Alabama. The fuck are we talking about here? All right? Family reunion, let me go get a date. You know, that's how we roll up in Alabama, okay? Roll Tide. PJH says, did you hear the new song from Tom McDonald and Roseanne Barr called Daddy's Home? Even Dean Cain loves it. I appreciate Tom McDonald. I really do. I don't think Tom McDonald is a good rapper. I know that's probably not a very popular opinion. I think he's pretty cringy. I appreciate that he calls things out. I appreciate that he's based as hell. I don't think he's a good rapper. I know everybody loves him because he's based and he's Trump and he calls things out. I get it. He's not a good rapper. He's just not. I mean, I've listened to good rappers. Like, I used to listen to rap a lot. He is not a good rapper. He's cringy as hell. He leans, like, one thing about me, like, when someone is just overwhelmingly something, it doesn't mean as much when it's somebody that has their own kind of image or mentality, and then you hear them kind of say something to let you know how they feel. But if, like, that's their whole shtick, is that that's all they are. Like, all I know Tom McDonald for is that he's a Trump supporter and he calls out wokeness. That's all I know him for. I don't know anything about him. Nothing about him. So it's like, okay, I get it. He's a Trump guy. Great. Every time he makes a song, it's a Trump song. Pro-Trump, pro this, anti-woke. Great. I mean, after like the 35th fucking song, it's like, is it really that awesome anymore? You know what I mean? So I know. I'm just not a fan. I know a lot of people like him. So, and he copyright struck one of my fucking, one time I listened to one of his thing and he copyright blocked my stream. And I know it's not him. And I know that people are like, well, if you reach out to Tom, he'll lift it. Fuck that. I'm not reaching out to him to lift my copyright block. I just won't play his shit anymore. So no, I'm going to reach out to him to unblock my stream. How about just don't block people's streams? That's a better standard right there. So I think I don't know if that stopped or whatever, but people were just like, oh, if you just reach out to Tom, he'll unblock it for you. Fuck that. That's gay. I'm not doing that. Let's see. Rap all sounds the same, requires no talent. Well, I 100% disagree with that. 100%. Today's rap, yes. Today's rap is terrible. But a lot of stuff from back in the day, rap, and like Tupac, Rakim, Old School Dre, Too Short. There were some good rappers back in the day. And of course, Eminem, as bitch made as Eminem is now, it's pretty, he's pretty great. He's pretty great. DMX was awesome. Everyone says Too Short. Yeah, not many people are going to know the name Too Short, but Too Short was good. Too Short's a damn good rapper. Run DMC. Too Short Bay Area. Too Short had some good songs back in the day. All right, let's see if this news is just moving at a rapid pace right now. Every time I refresh my news feed, something else is happening. And that's what, so Chris is going to be here this weekend. Hailstorm's going to be here this weekend. And they're going to be helping me keep up with all the news that's going on. And this is starting to get steam now. So Snoop Dogg will be performing at Trump's inauguration despite past criticism. It's not despite past criticism. Snoop Dogg literally called for Trump to be ended. It's not criticism. That is not what he did. All right, now I got to actually pull up what Snoop actually said. Now, it's not just criticism. Let's see. I don't know how to see if I can find this. So what did he say? Does anybody remember? Somebody's going to remember what he said, but he straight up said, well, here's this. This is from October 18th of 2024 on a site that's got more pop-ups than, good Lord, what is this? All right, right here. This is from Snoop Dogg blasts Trump supporters as racist during radio show appearance. That's not what I'm talking about, though. There's more to it. He said a lot. Snoop Dogg has said a lot of shit. I don't think he should be welcomed personally. I get why Trump's doing it. I understand. But I personally just don't think that he should be welcomed at all. I want to find, like, he said something really, really bad about Trump in terms of, like, let's see, squash a feud, defense not endorsed over Harris. Right here. Here it is. Here it is. Right there. Snoop Dogg stands over Donald Trump's you know what, right there on a controversial album cover. So there you go. So that's the guy that we're now bringing to the inauguration. I think it's bullshit. I don't trust Snoop Dogg at all. I think Snoop Dogg is a complete and total coward. And I don't think he believes in any of this. I think he's just doing what he thinks is convenient. He's trying to win new fans over. He's trying to get more money. And I wish that Trump would have rejected him, but it is what it is. So it is what it is. You know, it'd be funny. It'd be funny if Eminem tried to reach out to Trump. That would be funny. Crazy Clown Town says mod lives don't matter. They agreed to be mods. Gen X Cynic says hot take, rap is one letter shy of crap. Matt Murphy says saying TT is being banned rather than pulling a power play is as ignorant as an a-hole who once told me Target was called Target because it is French owned. Target. Who said that? Who said that? Pippi says don't fight the feeling, too short. Hope says Snoop is trending on X right now. I'm sure he is. Caught up on there. Oh, Vault 95 says Beardo is on his supervillain arc on Red Dead. Been watching him burn down totally innocent people, women, children, no restrictions. Mod Eric says the Obama kids look just like those two friends of the Obamas. Nothing like them at all. Many videos of Big Mike swinging. That is a man. That's a man, baby. EDB says 24 hours until a lot of blue-haired freaks suddenly have nothing to do, board up the windows. I did see a video earlier that made me go, maybe we should ban TikTok. Hang on, let me see if I can find this video. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it already. It is hilarious. And it does put it into perspective. Yeah, right here it is. Here it is. So maybe we should ban TikTok, okay? Maybe we should. Here we go.
I have no idea how I'm going to survive. This app was literally supposed to be my way out. Over everyone who's saying, go get a job, go get a job. I am literally working. I have no more time. I work almost every day doing DoorDash, and DoorDash pays $2 a delivery. And I Instacart. I have classes Monday through Thursday in person. My next step has always been to go to the polls. So when y'all see me dancing, do not say a damn thing. I have.
Oh man. Oh goodness. That was something. That was it's all performative bullshit. It's all it is. We got that one. Yeah, there's Snoop Dogg performing. Yeah, that's going crazy right now. What is this? What is this? Oh no. Oh, I can't unsee that. I can't unsee that. I've never thought about that. I can't unsee that now. That is wild. What time is tomorrow's stream? I'm not sure yet. I have never thought about this connection, but I can't. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is the Snoop Dogg. This is the Snoop Dogg we're talking about right here. This guy gets invited to the inauguration. That's fucking bullshit, dude. So no, I don't accept Snoop Dogg, but looks like MAGA's going to put their arms around him, and that's sad. That is sad. But what do you expect, right? Okay, let's see here. What is this? Okay. Well, I think we're closing in on 2.5 hours now, a little over 2.5 hours. All right, so I plan on streaming tomorrow at some point. Sunday will be a long stream, and then Monday, 100% all day. Inauguration day, it's going to be an awesome panel. We're going to have a ton of people here. It's going to be a huge celebration, and I'm planning on it being a minimum 10 to 12-hour stream. We'll just kind of see how the day goes. But we'll be live at 10 a.m. on Monday. Geeks Gamers Daily will not be happening that day because it's just that's the focus is the inauguration. So we'll put all of the resources into everybody being here or whatever. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be amazing. And Trump's going to hit the ground running. You heard all the reports from earlier about everything that he's planning on doing starting Tuesday morning. We've got the TikTok ban that might happen tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that. But I am looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. Let's see. Delona says Snoop Dogg is expected to perform at the inaugural crypto ball tonight, not the actual inauguration per. Oh, okay. So there you go. So that is some context right there. That I didn't have. So that's, even though it's that, I still wish that he wasn't even there. You know what I mean? At all. Why is my inbox just completely just not working right now? So I don't understand it. Okay. All right, here we go. This is what Harley Dave wanted me to play. Oh yeah. This is from a while back. Here we go. This is what Harley Dave wanted me to play. Right here. Trump follows through on his promises. This man was fired from the Space Force for speaking out against DEI. Trump vowed to hire him, and he did. He is now the U.S. Undersecretary for the Air Force. Here we go.
My name is Matt Lohmeyer. I was an Air Force F-15 pilot, and I was a commander in your newly created U.S. Space Force. I am also the first veteran of the Space Force because under the Biden-Harris regime, I was fired from my command and lost my pension for criticizing DEI trainings that were rampant in the military. Those trainings are still dividing our troops, and thank you for saying you would fire those few woke generals who are a big problem. They're gone. I'm going to suggest that it might, in fact, require ongoing oversight and a persistent, consistent, watchful eye within the Pentagon to ensure this monster never returns to the Defense Department. Will you consider establishing a special task force office or position to ensure that these monsters never return to the Defense
And you know
Department.
what I'll do? And I'm pretty good at this stuff. Sometimes you get it wrong. I'm going to put you on that task force. I think it's good. Not going to do better than him. I'll put you on. Make sure you get the name. Thank you. Beautiful. Right? I have your approval.
Yes, sir.
I have your approval. We're not going to get better than him. You're right about it. You're right. 100%. Thank you.
What a guy, dude. Trump is the freaking man. That's the leader we need. That's the leader we need right there. Cannot wait for him to take office. Good looking out, Harley Dave. Good looking out, brother. Appreciate you, man. I know you had to stay on me about it, but I'm glad you made me play that. Let's see here. The Bob that God made says, it's a boomer con take that we have a threat from foreign commies. We have commies of plenty here. Maybe get rid of the income tax. We can talk about the CCP. Yeah, I'm not on that whole thing. I think we got a lot bigger problems than a fucking app, TikTok app. I think we have a lot more problems. Illegal immigration is a huge fucking problem in this country right now. That is the number one, in my opinion. Like, there's a lot of huge problems, but illegal immigration right now is the single biggest problem facing this country that can be dealt with immediately. And that is why that's priority number one for the Trump administration. That one right there is 100% my focus. I'm glad that Tom Homan is going to be locking in on that immediately. So, and then obviously you could start taking care of all the other problems along the way. Let's see where we're at. Let me make sure. What's up, Hailstorm? Hailstorm will be here Sunday helping out. Let me see there. What is this? I don't know if I can play this, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to try to play this without getting hit. Here we go.
Put on notice, if you fuck around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before. The forgotten men and women of our country will be forgotten no longer. 2024 is our final.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm watching the copyright warning. Make sure I'm not getting any warnings right now. Harley Dave, thank you, brother.
Battle. They stole our jobs and they plundered our wealth. The future does not belong to globalists. The future belongs to patriots. The activation word, Ronald McDonald. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists.
This is so good. This is so good. This is energy right here.
America will start winning again. Winning like never before. We will bring back our jobs. We will bring back our borders. And we will bring back our dreams.
Let's go. Harley Dave with 20, get the memberships. Let's go. Thank you, Harley. Let's see. And then he says, still gay. Still gay. Let me see. TH Conservative on Rumble says, TikTok tards can't remember what happened a minute ago, so ban it. I think they'll forget it in 4 years. Blame Biden for the ban if you have to. You're not wrong. Like, you're not wrong. TikTok kids would be like, I'm mad that my app is gone. And then like 3 minutes later, they've completely forgotten that it was banned. I mean, I do think TikTok is brain rot. I think it's absolute brain rot. I think it's terrible. I hate it. But it's the government that I'm more worried about. They'll forget it in 48 hours. Let's see here. So yeah, the Snoop Dogg stuff. Rick Ross is there. So Rick Ross is performing. I mean, overall, this is definitely what needs to happen in terms of like these images of different people, different celebrities showing up, and I guess normalizing MAGA and normalizing Trump. But it's just it's Snoop Dogg crosses. I think Snoop Dogg crossed a line multiple times, and he shouldn't be just welcomed back without some type of consequences. Kissing the ring. I mean, that's what, like, you know, you've got, so right now, Trump has the 3 richest men in the world all on his side, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right about that? Elon, Bezos, and Zuckerberg. Aren't they the 3 richest people in the world? I got to look that up now. I'm pretty sure they're the 3 richest. Richest people in the world. Real-time billionaires list. Let's see. How do you look at this? Okay, here we go. Here's the real times. Yeah, that's right. Here we go. So right here. In real time, it's real time. So Elon's 1, Bezos is 2, and Zuckerberg is 3. So he has the 3 richest men in the world all on his side right now. That's crazy. So there you go. So, Warren Buffett. Who else we got on here? Oh, Bill Gates. So there you go. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Boom, boom, boom. Harley Dave for 199. Good old Harley Dave with a 199. Not a proper 199, but a 199. And we appreciate that. But it's good to be back. I'm glad that you know what? Fuck it. We're going to 3 hours. We're at 2 hours and 46 minutes. We're gonna go to 3 hours, okay? Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to do that? All right. Harley Dave says, Jeremy, I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone. What is a turnaround? What is a turnaround? What is a turnaround? I guess we're going to have to find out. Chat, would you like to find out what a turnaround is? Okay. All right. Let's find out as a group. Okay. This is educational. Okay. Here we go. Here's a turnaround. Okay.
Turnaround. Well, whether you call them shutdowns, outages, or turnarounds, they'll all produce the same results. Turnarounds are scheduled events where an entire process unit of an industrial plant is taken off stream for a scheduled period of time to perform maintenance, inspections, and testing. Once the plant is off stream, the downtime presents an opportunity that can be used to perform debottlenecking, capital project improvements, revamps, and catalyst regeneration projects.
Okay.
Turnarounds allow for necessary maintenance and the upkeep of.
Now, to be clear, and I will, I'm sorry, guys, but like, I don't know when she's going to start talking, but I think she's going to start talking pretty soon, but I'm already learning a lot. Okay. And you know who else has learned a lot? 8 million people. 8 million views on this video. So clearly this is a very informative video. 8 million views.
Of operating units. Turnarounds are needed to maintain safe and efficient operations. If you think of an oil refinery the way you think of your car, you'll realize there are many types of routine maintenance you need to perform on your car to keep it running efficiently. You should get your oil changed every 3,000 miles. You should get new tires every 50,000 miles or so, depending on the brand. Then there's your power steering fluid, your transmission, air filters, gaskets, and that's just routine maintenance. What if something malfunctions? Let's say
ladies, if you look like this chick and you're standing on the side of the road with your hood up, you won't be there long. Trust me. Okay, there'll be like 22 cars backed up. Like, oh, do you need help? Do you need help, ma'am? Do you need help? They'll be fighting over helping you. Okay.
Say you drive your car for work every day, and that's how you make your living. When the time comes to make these repairs and maintenance services, not only will you be spending money, but you will be losing money since you're not able to use your car for work. Wouldn't this make you want to carefully plan what repairs you would make so that you could spend only what you needed to spend and lose as little money as possible during that downtime? Now imagine that your car is making you millions of dollars every day. Well, maybe that's a bit of a stretch for one
Why have they never made a follow-up to this?
car, but it isn't a stretch when it comes to a refinery. When a refinery shuts down for repairs, maintenance, and compliance with regulations, there is no production. And that means the refinery is
Shut up,
losing
Shadow
money at
saying.
that time. What happens to the materials that are regularly delivered to the refinery? What happens to the other facilities that depend on the oil products that usually come from the refinery? How many workers are needed to perform the maintenance and repairs? Are there enough qualified workers available to carry out all the needed repairs? Turnarounds are very expensive, both in terms of production that is lost while the process unit is offline, and also in terms of direct cost for the labor, tools, heavy equipment, and materials used to execute the turnaround. Turnarounds are the most significant portion of a plant's yearly maintenance budget and can affect the company's bottom line if they are mismanaged. Turnarounds have unique project management characteristics, which make them volatile and challenging. At EPCM PSI, we specialize in project management for turnarounds, as well as capital and routine maintenance. We are experts in Primavera, the industry standard software for scheduling. We schedule the work to be done through the use of our trademarked dynamic scheduling methodology called float-based prioritization. Our methodology has been proven as an effective way to manage turnarounds
Very effective.
and any type of outage on time and within budget. We also plan, estimate, and provide cost controls. EPCM PSI's motto is to provide solutions and valued service as opposed to simply providing resources. EPCM PSI helps your company plan for success.
Should I do it?
Do not come.
I'm gonna do it.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Oh God, we're terrible. Yes, terrible. That was Harley Dave's fault. Harley Dave for 20 says, I've watched this dozens of times and I still have no idea what they're trying to tell me. Alex McCarthy says, great personality indeed. Elite Neo says she can operate my unit. 8 o'clock says, hey girl, you want my transmission? Harley Dave says, yes, turnaround part 2. Nicely Toasted says, is this Ben's sister? Harley Dave says, okay, now, so does anyone know what the hell a turnaround is? No, but that channel knows what they're doing, which I don't know why they stopped making videos. So this channel has 12,000 subscribers. All right. Right here. Look. So you have what is a turnaround with 8.2 million views. Then you have what is a turnaround Spanish with almost 1 million views. Then you have what is a turnaround Japanese with 600,000. Then you have this dude with 46,000 views. Nobody cares. Nobody cared when there's a man in it, okay? Nobody cared. You put a dude in a thumbnail and nobody watched. Because that's how the internet goes, and that's how it is. If you put a dude in a thumbnail, nobody cares. All right, so it's just the way it is. Let's see here. The video definitely contributed to the Gooner Gate. Shadow says Jess says the ladies need eye candy as well, but no super chats. Yeah, like, are the ladies going to send some super chats in order to get whatever they're looking for? Like, the dudes will send super chats for the turnaround videos, okay? Just saying, all right? You know? Let's see. Let me see. $50. Come on, lady. Says evildoer. Evildoer said it, you know? That's all it takes. Right here. Here we go. For the ladies. Here we go. For the ladies. We'll go ahead. Wait, what? No. Open image and new. There we go. All right, ladies, are you ready? Are you ready? There it is right there, ladies. You ask and you shall receive, okay? So there you go. All right? That's 100% a real picture, by the way, okay? That is a real picture. Young, vibrant man. All right? That's who he is. He's a young, vibrant man. If I can find the clip, I'll play it. Here we go.
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know.
Macho, macho man, yeah. So there you go. Young, vibrant man. All right, let's see. Mr. Peckerwood says Melanie Mac's going to shut all this down. Golden Nugget says turn around. Take my money, you fig. Let's see. Accident Seller says a turnaround vid turned me into a motorboat. All right, we got 5 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes left. 3-hour stream. We're back. All right, we're done. We defeated the sickness. It's over with. We're good to go. I'm happy about that. It's been a crazy week, man, but I'm glad we finally got that crap behind us. So, and it's going to be a huge weekend. It's going to be Soulja Boy is there now. Soulja Boy is performing at the inaugural ball in DC. Good Lord. What is happening? That's wild. See if there's anything else going on. So Soulja Boy's there. No way. Oh, that's an old picture, I think. That's got to be an old picture. Yeah, that's an old picture of Trump. So right here, that's an old picture with Trump and Snoop. So Trump has invited Kodak Black, Rod Wave, Mike Tyson, Antonio Brown, Snoop Dogg, and many others to his inauguration. Yeah, Snoop's a coward, dude. I just the fact that he said all that stuff about Trump and Trump supporters, and now he's living it up at the inauguration ball. That's bullshit, man. That is bullshit. All right, nothing else. Okay. Harley Dave says, do you know how many nations I've crushed? Donald Trump, probably. Sean Living Life says, I love a good pair of turnarounds. 8 o'clock says, super chat, happy hour. 8 o'clock says, you're going to get tired of winning. No, we want to utterly destroy. That is 100% correct. We want to utterly destroy. America's going to take over. It's going to be huge. It's going to be... I do think the golden age of America is a good way to put it, but I also like the attitude era. This is the attitude era. Donald Trump is bringing back the attitude era. And I think that's the best way to put it, because we have to have attitude in order to put up with all the bullshit that we're dealing with. And you can't, these people are evil. They are vindictive. They are manipulative. And you can't give anything. You can't give them anything. Give them an inch, they will take a mile. It's that saying, and it's true with social justice weirdos and pronoun freaks. You can't give them anything. 8 o'clock for $1. Thank you, 8 o'clock. Because ultimately, let's see. But what exactly is a turnaround? We'll try to watch the video again. I think if we watch the video again, I think it'll help us understand. Not right now, but in the future we will. Harley Dave says the world is not ready for what America is going to do next. America is back. Jeremy is gay. Of course. Attitude era is what this is. Just look at the normies right now. What do you mean by that, Jackie? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like with the normies getting involved now? Is that what you mean? I know, and if you hear me doing the DSP snort and stuff, I'm sorry. I'm still a little sick, but we're there. We're over it. We'll be going live tomorrow at some point. Sunday, probably a long stream on Sunday, and probably all day on Monday. Just G says, skip the extra hour local stuff, have weekly wrestling podcast for 2 hours, shoot for 1, but it'll run for 2. Then Just G says, just send YouTubers to Beardo stream por favor once since you're done with this stream. Fuck Beardo. Stop snorting, Phil. There, I'll mute. There, is that better? I'm still sick though. It sucks. All right, we're gonna end it there. Oh, DeB says skip to my member message. Typical Fig energy. What did I do? Hang on. Here it is. I'm sorry. Aloha and blessings to the 199 in the snake pit. Thanks for getting me through, brother. Always appreciated. There it is. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to skip it. It's Harley Dave's fault. Harley Dave, save your super chats for Monday. Save them for Monday. We got to break a record. Do you guys remember what the record for election day was? I don't think we can. I'll be shocked if we hit 50% of. I have to look at the numbers to see. Do you want me to put the goal, the super chat goal, to see if we can break? I don't think we can break the record. It's a lot of money. It's a lot. I don't think we're going to do that. It wasn't 6 million, but it was a lot. So let's see. Jeremy, you said that so bad. What? Por favor. It's not my fucking language. I'm from Alabama. I'm from America. Okay? Fuck that other language. I hear enough of that shit in my country as it is. It was a lot. Jeremy, read my $10 super chat. Coop, you said I skipped your 5 to read your 2. Now you're telling me to read your 10. Based. Hell yeah. When I go to a damn grocery store in Miami and they start speaking fucking language I don't understand, I'm like, what country am I in? This is America, motherfucker. You don't get on the PA and start speaking some fucking foreign language. You speak American. The fuck? Pisses me off. I shouldn't have to learn your fucking language. You came here, you learn mine. Like, if I go to another country, I don't expect them to know my language. I expect, hey, you speak a different language. I'm choosing to come to your area. I should expect to learn what you're trying to say. You shouldn't have to learn what I'm trying to say. I can go fuck myself. Let's see. I've been saying that for years, Jeremy. Hey, I mean... it's just it's simple, basic stuff. Elite Neo says, camera's been on the whole time, huh? Accident Seller says, I'm a baby and I'm thirsty. I need milk. Put me down right now between those turnarounds. I need it. Calm down, okay? Calm down. You took it too far, bro. You took it a little too far. All right? Okay, so 3 hours in the books. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate it. Have a great evening. And of course, we're going to end with some Sabaton because we are on the cusp of greatness. The God Emperor is returning in, what, about 55, 60 hours or something like that? Here we go, baby.
Time to rule at last. 15 years have all been
Harley Dave with 20 gifted memberships to close the night out. Thank you, Harley Dave. I appreciate it. And everybody in the chat appreciates it. Good to be back. Seriously, I missed the hell out of you guys. It was awful not being able to stream, especially during the Hegseth hearing. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that we got 3 hours in. And expect me to probably be streaming like a madman the rest of the month to make up for time missed. So there's going to be a fuck ton of streams on this channel to close this month out. So stay tuned for that. Thank you to everybody on Rumble, everybody on Locals, and of course, everybody on YouTube. We do appreciate that. Have a great day, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone. Save your money for Monday, Harley Dave. All right? Bye, everyone.